Yeah, probably a good idea. We don't want Elking to snipe my tech.
Yeah,
So
no,
how about
I'll
that weather, eh, folks?
true. I love weather. I love only four different weathers. There are only four weathers in real life. There are no other ones.
Yep.
It is rain, it is snow, it is wind, and it is construction.
True.
What?
POV, you are in New England.
Construction is my favorite weather, bro.
You know what? Fair
Uh,
enough. All
I
right.
love it when the only main road in town is under construction constantly and I can't drive places
That's
properly.
actually the road I live on is always under construction, so I always am just super confused on where I even go.
But I'm popping an Eddie real quick.
Great.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
You
this is
love that
this is
shit,
the
bro.
fucking right at the intro.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Not even gonna
I'll
build it.
drink to that. I'll drink to
Oh
that.
my god, dude. Alright, hi, hello, Video Dragon here, and welcome to another episode of Gold, Silver, and Fourth. I am joined here by my two lovely co-hosts, Steve SBU and Kenny Bot.
call it fuck,
Yo.
call it fucking drunk, high, and sober, because that's what we are right now.
True, honestly.
Alright,
That'd
so
be a great podcast. Maybe we should rebrand.
that's definitely already a
Rebrand.
thing.
That's like 10 years from now when we're like, oh, we're too fucking old for Pokemon. We gotta go into the real world.
Oh god. Well, anyway,
Man.
this is the inebriated Pokemon power rankings.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just jumping right into there. Oh boy.
I mean, it's gonna take us a while,
Hooray!
so that's gonna be like the topic of the whole episode. But before we get into that, first some
Cool.
plugs. The regular power rankings, just me, just went up on my channel. Make sure to look at those. MMC draft
Good
is starting
video.
up. It is a good video. You should definitely watch it.
Yeah,
A good
it's
video
pretty good.
because I'm in 4th place.
Yeah, you are.
Uh,
That's weird. That's where my placement usually is. But anyway,
it's a
um,
good video because he bumped me from B tier to A tier, so I'm happy with him
I
now.
did. Yeah, no. I mean, you yapped on and on for like 80 years about why you should be moved up.
If you want to
Bro, it's
hear
a
the rest,
5-minute video. It's shorter than your power rankings, bro.
I was trying to do some plug shit.
Oh, go
Damn.
ahead,
Plug
plug.
shit.
Go ahead and plug.
Plug,
Plug it.
Kenny.
What are you
Go
No,
gonna
no,
ahead,
no,
plug?
no,
plug.
no, not me, not me. What
What
the
are
fuck?
you gonna plug?
No, no, I was gonna say if you wanted to find out the rest, then you should check his episode.
Mm-hmm.
True,
If
Or
you
you
his
wanna,
should
video,
do
if
not
you
his
that.
wanna
episode.
find the One Piece,
I mean,
check my most recent draft episode.
Oh my god. No,
Any,
man, my name is Kenny. Check out my SoundCloud.
yeah, no, check out Kenny's SoundCloud. Link in the description.
dude, I'd be making Club Penguin videos before I'd made a SoundCloud. That'd be crazy.
All right, so
I
here's
mean,
the
they call me the
deal.
white shofu for a reason.
Oh
They
God.
do call you that. They do call you that.
All right, here's the deal, gentlemen. I'm not gonna do like a strict tier list, and I'm not gonna do strict power rankings. We're just gonna go through the teams of each division and give our sort of thoughts on them, just sort of casually. Um,
Mhm.
Ash.
let's just go in order too. Like first up is Absol's team.
Are you
Winky
gonna?
Cutie
Yeah.
Absol's.
I think you should get this on the screen for us, so I don't have to open up the tab myself because I'm lazy.
Oh my God. Okay, hang on. You know, I'm so lucky that I'm not like I have an overlay now, so I
Excuse
can
me.
actually like mess around with Discord and not have to cut this out.
Real.
Saves me a lot of time.
Hell yeah.
I'm simultaneously doing 10 times more editing and at the same time doing 10 times less.
Mhm.
Exactly. So it evens out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they're staring at a blank background right now, probably. Although maybe I'll put the graphic up by now. I'm not doing every
Probably
single.
should do that.
I'm not doing every single Pokemon's fucking home model though. That shit took forever.
Dude,
Nah, you
you
don't gotta do that.
Urshifu,
Just
you
put up the
didn't
fucking
even.
PNG of the
I
fucking
got reminded of every single Pokemon I forgot. I forgot Urshifu. I forgot Calyrex. I forgot Marini.
Okay, well,
I mean, hey, you're just engagement farming at that point, bro.
we're talking about Calyrex. Let's get back into this. First of all,
True.
I think Calyrex is a funny Terra Captain, but I'm just sitting here thinking, when am I ever gonna use Calyrex over Shaman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, when?
Plus,
Yeah.
also, it doesn't help that it's Calyrex is weak to a lot of the things that the rest of your team is weak to.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure. And it's just like Kenny was saying, like I don't think Calyrex really gets any utility that Shaman doesn't get. So there's literally no reason to pick up Calyrex. And it's like, I get it, it's your one pointer, but at the same time, it's a Terra Captain.
He
Like, you're kind of just
stole it
wasting
from me.
your boy, your goat.
My legendary
I
guy.
think the round 6 Calyrex is kind of wait, hold on. 1, 2. Just remember how to count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh no,
5,
take your
6.
time.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
Count
you.
to 6.
I put my finger up to the screen. I had to make sure.
Just like I be doing for my fucking HP calcs.
Yes, of
Oh,
course.
The
that's
round
a
6 Calyrex is kind of crazy.
yeah.
But I actually really fuck with the Thunderous on this team because
Oh no, I agree. I definitely
there.
agree.
I agree.
Hold on, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't believe there's a Sun team.
No, there
Uh,
no, well there isn't a Sun team. There are Pokemon that benefit from Sun, like some people have Proto stuff, but
no one drafted Torkoal,
no.
I don't think.
No, Torkoal
No.
and Ninetales both went undrafted. Actually, is Ninetales in
So
Paldea?
That's honestly kind of unheard of. Not
Ninetales
gonna
is in
lie.
Paldea Dex.
Yeah. No Sun team. We have Rain, we have Snow, and we have Sand, but we don't have Sun.
I
And we
think
That's
have
really
Thunderous
funny.
is a very slept on pick here because there's no Sun, but there is Rain, which he immensely benefits from. And you might be like, why does Thunderous Incarnate benefit from Snow? It's because it now gets a Bolt Beam via Weather Ball.
True.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
it
So
definitely does.
Wait, oh my god,
um,
he did have an ice type! He does have Frostlass too. He's one of the few
Yeah,
people that does have an ice type.
mhm.
true.
Although
That's a deep cut reference.
I
He
do think
definitely just took
Frostlass
Frostlass
is
to counter me, bro. That's like
Frostlass helps him
just
out, yeah.
barely fast enough to fuck over Salamence and
I mean
fucking
Frostlass is
Skydog.
like
What's his name?
Frostlass is
Fucking
coming
Lando T.
twice. It's coming twice. I over
Yeah.
under on it coming twice.
Yeah. Very, very true.
Dude,
And
I
like,
thought about a video idea where I do like Vegas odds for each matchup. I don't know. I'm like, I think that could be a banger idea, but I don't know. That
What do you
takes a
mean
lot of work.
Vegas odds for each matchup? Like,
So
what is
like
it?
like
Elaborate.
odds on who I think's gonna win and like who I think's gonna
Uh,
come and stuff like that. And like just predictions and sort of like like how Vegas odds does the thing where it's like plus 500, like plus 1,000 and stuff.
kind of see it. I don't know much
I
about
figure what you mean
Vegas,
now.
but
Well,
I
that's
get where you're
like
coming
sports
from.
betting. So it's like oh the
Dude,
Patriots are like minus
I couldn't name
500
10
to beat the
basketball
Raiders.
players. You're talking to
We
the wrong guy about sports.
we are hard getting distracted right now.
We are, yeah. No, back
Okay.
to Pokemon. Iron
Yeah.
Valiant's a good pick here. It like on the Sand team makes sense. Like it's not directly hurt by Sand, so I'm not too worried
Yeah,
about
and
it.
it's like I mean like even though people may say that like Iron Valiant is kind of washed and like while some of it's kind of valid, I feel like on a team like this, it definitely like benefits because you have a lot of speed control already with like Excadrill and like Sand and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
then you also have like options from like Prankster on Thundurus
Mhm.
and that sort of thing. So it's like you don't have to run booster speed or scarf every single week. So that really opens up Valiant to do like other Valiant things that it wants to do. So I
Hmm.
really like that about it.
Yeah.
And then Rachi, we always love Rachi. Terra Noivern is really funny. I love the Terra Normal Boom Burst
Yeah, no, that's
Oh yeah,
fair.
option.
I think
and
that it's a
fire's
And
good.
then
crazy. You
I
have
think
to
yeah,
that
wait.
not having a great
mhm.
knockoff switching is a problem on this team though. I like Iron
Um,
Valiant quad resist, but like you if
I
you're
mean
like oh I'm
T-Tar switches in pretty good, I feel like.
um
I'm just looking at this team, seeing that Chandelure, and I'm thinking, why is Arcanine not there?
Yeah, I
Arcanine
get
doesn't
what you
have
mean.
Flash Fire.
Yeah, it does. What?
Yeah, it does. It's its first ability.
I
And
don't
You
know.
just
I'm
never
Flashfire
see it.
Intimidate justified.
okay. To be fair, I play VGC. I've literally only seen it be one ability, and I knew it had Justified because of fucking other shit. But I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, I forgot to have Flash Fire.
But I do see the reason with Chandelure and everything. It's a really good spin blocker. It's a really high special attack Pokemon, and with it, like I mentioned before, having such good like speed control already, you don't have to run Scarf on it every week. Yeah, sure, it's gonna be better with Scarf, but at the same time, like then one day randomly a Specs set will absolutely wreck your shit, and
Or
it'll
life
be
orb.
really nice.
Yeah.
Chandeler's a brutal life orb user.
Yeah, for sure.
True.
And it's like Chandelure is just so strong. So like I really like it overall.
I mean, I think it's a
A
good team
few
for
meme
sure.
picks, a few meme picks, but like at the same time, like it definitely is a very well like put together team, and overall is
Mhm.
very competent.
You calling Quillfish a meme?
I did also
Yep.
find out that Noivern does actually get defog. When I was writing the script for my other video, I put it into a document and it said only Excadrill was removal on this team. And I'm like, oh, Noivern lost defog, okay. And so I wrote my script, and then I realized afterwards, oh, Noivern keeps defog. So that was a thing.
Yeah. All right. Now it's time for you two to roast my shit
Yeah,
now.
alright. I
Who's
mean,
this pussy?
I've literally talked about this like 5 times now. Like, I have the short, I have the power rankings. Like,
Yeah.
this,
You've talked about my team more than anyone. You've talked about my team more than I've talked about my team.
yeah. I specifically for my team and your team, which I've already talked about multiple times. Like my team, I didn't even put in the video because I'm just like I've literally made like 4 videos about it, and this team I've already said my problems with it. But you two haven't but Kenny hasn't actually said anything about it.
I haven't said
Go ahead
anything
first,
about your
Kenny.
team. I think that Steve's team is very all or nothing, and I really
Yeah.
like that play style. If one thing goes wrong on Steve's team, like he is going to be down a huge deficit. His gimmick, as you can tell with the Indeedee, is the psychic terrain. But when you say that the gimmick is psychic terrain, I'm saying it's the team's gimmick, but not the team's play style. Like you
Mhm.
don't need psychic terrain to win
I
matchups,
do agree with
and
that.
that's
I think this
crazy.
is like a very soft psychic terrain team. Not in the sense that it's not good, just not it's just in the sense of like it's not a psychic
It's
terrain
not
team. You know what I
reliance.
mean?
It's not reliant.
Like
It's like how my
Mhm.
team is. You'll see later. It's not an electric terrain team, but a
mhm.
team that heavily benefits from electric terrain.
Like if you were like
Mhm.
going all in on like psychic terrain, like oh you could throw spec on here, like you could do stuff like that. But like I think that genuinely like this is a good team that has psychic terrain. Like Indeedee and Necrozma are gonna do some shit. You have like Unburdened Sneasler with Psychic Seed, and like overall you have
You
tons
have
of stuff that
both.
can use it. But at the same time, all these Pokemon are good without psychic terrain, except for Indeedee
Don't
who
you
sets it
forget
up
about my
obviously.
All
don't you forget about my boy Grafii. He
all
is
of these
him.
all of these
Ugh.
Pokemon benefit from psychic terrain in some way. Dragapult can't be sucker punched. Sneasler can't be it can't be faked out or anything. It has unburden. Necrozma, it's a psychic type. Take a guess.
Yep.
Um
You know, technically, since it's floating, it shouldn't get the damage boost.
True. Very true.
No damage
Very,
and
boost.
very true.
Galvantula actually really benefits from priority if it is not like the sticky web set. If
Mhm.
it's like a life orb or choice set, then it's probably not going to be very bulky. So if that thing gets like sucker punched, it gets like I don't know. For example, Zero's team, you're up against Zoomeril, and for some
Mm.
reason Psychic Terrain's not up. That thing gets murdered by Aqua Jet. It's
Yep.
gone,
True.
Yeah.
wiped off the face of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
So Galvantula benefits from it pretty heavily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
then
then
there's your other unburdened little creature down there, your little fuckface.
I just
I
don't see
love
the
that
same.
guy.
I don't see the same
I love
value
that
in
guy.
Grafii. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I think it's like okay, but like I
Dude,
don't
it's
know.
like it's Roaring Moon at home.
It is
It
what?
is.
Huh?
It is. It is. Like that. Like you
You're
underestimate
crazy.
Grafii.
I
Like it being able
do.
to Terra, it being able to Terra into flying or ground poison. Honestly, probably not going to bring it too much. But flying, being able to Terra out of its ground weakness, like out of its just like weaknesses in general,
Has acro,
like
by the way.
yeah, stab
Yeah,
acro
that is true.
alongside like being able to like SD,
What is this
and then like
Pokemon's
if I
attack stat?
and then and then not only that too, but at the same time it can also
No, don't do
Oh,
that.
dude, the
it's
Pokemon Showdown trailer? That's so cool.
hell yeah.
I almost
It
just
also gets
turned
its
on the Pokemon Showdown trailer.
like it also gets like it gets prankster as a second ability. So on the turns that I don't want it to be an unburdened sweeper, I can have it be ran as like a prankster like support set as well. Like it's solid. Like it's not the
Am I in
worst
Gen
thing in the world.
9?
I think
Unironically, I think Terra Dark would have gone crazy instead of Ground.
I get it, but at the same time, the main reason
Mm.
I went for Terra Ground was to hit Steel types because Steel types kind of wall Grafai Eyes shit.
Steel types wall a lot of your team, to be honest. I mean, you have Rotom Heat and like Sand Slash, but Sand Slash is fake and like
Bro, you are literally ignoring Sneasler right there.
I guess that's
Goldang
true. Yeah.
Goldango kind of ruins this team low key.
I mean,
Yeah,
you'd need
Goldango
Rotom.
ruins so many teams.
Like
Goldango
a
ruins a lot of teams.
You
a
need
nice like
Rotom.
Kasib Goldango. Who has that, by the way? You're welcome to whoever has
IHLP.
that.
IHLP down here, the Garchomp Zapdos team. Yeah, the team that
uh,
also has Uxie, which could benefit from your Psychic Terrain. Yeah, good luck with that.
No, it's levitating, bro. Expanding
yeah,
force don't do shit.
yeah. It's
I don't even think. Actually, I think Azelf is the only one that gets expanding force. Now that I think about it.
Uxie doesn't get
yeah.
Expanding Force?
I don't think so. I think
Well,
it's
it
just
gets
like
Stored Power,
just
but
basic shit.
no,
Oh, it
Uxie
does.
gets Expanding Force.
Oh, it
That
does.
must have been new. I could have sworn it was only Azelf.
I don't know.
Hmm.
They were like,
But yeah,
Azelf, no, we can't have you being too good. Give it to
but
the
yeah,
other
I
ones.
just
Give it to
like I don't
Mesprit.
think my team is like a top tier or anything, but I feel like it has a lot more hidden synergy than some people give it credit for. And
Mesprit
I
also gets
and
Expanding
it's a fun
Force.
team. It's a fun team. You can't deny that.
Mm-hmm. No, I do agree with that. I think it's the thing is when I originally made my videos, like when I said teams were matchup dependent, I didn't like take into account their actual matchups. Like when I said Kenny's team was matchup dependent, I'm like, oh yeah, this is very matchup dependent. But then I looked at his matchups and I'm like, matchup dependent, he's only losing like 3 matchups. So that's why I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll put him up.
Yeah, and it's like that's sort of like how I feel a bit too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Goldango kind of screws my shit a little bit, but at the same time, I have things that handle it. I have Rotom Heat, Dragapult sort of handles it a little bit. Empoleon generally does better as long as it like can live a focus blast, a special defensive set. Like it can handle it for the most part. Mandibuzz does solid. Like I have things that can handle different threats. Not saying that I'm like perfect or anything. Like hell, I don't have a grass type or a fairy type. So I'm missing out.
True.
I'm
True.
missing out on shit. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty knockoff weak, but at the same time, it's like,
Where's the
yeah,
fairy?
Terra
same
Fairy
thing.
and DD kind of helps with that though.
It does help. Yeah, it's
Yeah, it
not
does
It
a
help.
kind
full
of
replacement, but it helps supplement. Help makes it a little bit less of an issue.
I'm gonna be honest. You should have dropped that for 5. I picked up a Mungus. I'm gonna be so real.
that is not 10
I
points.
do. Yeah, I do not have the points for that, Vinny. I don't get where you have that idea.
You could have downgraded something. I'll just say a Mungus was right there. That dude is the
What could
goat.
I have downgraded?
I don't
You could have
Everything
gotten
fucking
mythical.
Bombardier
know.
without defog because
Blech.
Scarlet Violet is literally the worst fucking game ever.
Don't say that. It's
Yeah,
actually very good.
I
But
I
It's
love
very good game.
I love how
It's good.
Mandibuzz slots on this team. Shout out to El King, by the way, for giving me that idea for Mandibuzz. I was doubting, but I picked it up when I saw that it kept
Mhm.
everything in Scarlet and Violet. Bro still gets toxic. Like,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
I mean, it's
happy.
a vulture. It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. But it's like
Mhm.
this guy kept so much, and I am so happy for it.
All
Yeah.
right.
No,
So,
I get that. Hang on.
Well,
All right. Next up is
no.
Baltimore Blastoise, Brad's team.
oh man. I think this team, don't get me wrong, I think it is fun. It looks like it is fun to use, but I'm just looking at this thing and I'm like,
Dude, I
wow,
love
your offensive
Zangoose. Zangoose.
your peak offensive threats are Terra, Zangoose, and Heracross.
Don't
Yeah.
sleep on Terra Zangoose, bro.
Well,
Also,
also Terra Jolteon too can also kind of hit.
I
Like,
mean,
yeah, I
I meant
guess,
sorry,
but
I meant like just straight up power, like immediate
true,
powerhouse.
yeah. But I mean, like
You use
Specs
protect one
Jolteon does
turn.
make sense. Specs Jolteon does make sense too. But I
Mhm.
I see where you're coming from.
This team lacks a horrifically in immediate power.
True.
Yeah,
If this team, like if one of this like bulky core, like you're kind of forced to just bring Clef, Slowbro, and Hydrapple for like not every week, but like you're heavily incentivized because
Mhm.
your team is so like it struggles so intensely with dishing out hits that it ends up taking more
Yeah.
than
I mean,
giving it out. and you kind of you're kind of like, oh, I have to play on the back foot for most of the entire game
Like I said, if you
because
want to build a stall team, like that's fine. You could build a stall team and still be good. The problem is that I think a lot of your stall Pokemon don't correlate with each other too well. Like you have Slowbro, Hydrapple, and Clefable as like big balance boys, like big stall that can still somewhat do damage. But like all of these Pokemon can be toxic except for Clefable Magic Guard if you bring that. And then like you have Iron Treads as a toxic switch in, okay, but like Iron Treads is gonna be your spinner and your hazard setter. And then like
Mhm.
Weezing is there as a poison type switch in. And I guess technically Zangoose if you've already sent it in. But like overall I think
the
that your
thing that
team is weak to the things that Stall is weak to because you didn't have your team synergized properly.
Mhm. And the thing
Yeah.
that sucks is that even your, like I said, your Heracross and your Zangoose, your peak immediate threats, they have to wait one turn
True, they both have to wait one
before
turn.
they
Mhm.
actually get set up.
Like if you are up against a like just something sweeping, oh my god, this Pokemon has Unburden activated and it's got a Swords Dance, like you're boned. You're cooked.
Yeah, I'm someone who tries to be nicer a lot of the times with my critiques. Like both of these guys can kind of attest to that. What I would probably say is like the best way that I would see it, just by looking at what's on the board and how I would fix it. While I do like Incineroar as a Pokemon, I feel like you already have enough like defense, and Incineroar doesn't offer your team as much like offense. Drop that and maybe like one of your mid tiers. Pick up Chiyu. Pick
Yeah,
up
I
Chiyu,
was gonna
Yeah,
man.
say this
that's
team
fair.
needs
No,
Chiyu
Chiyu would actually cook.
so
I think if
bad.
you want to go all the way into stall, like if you want to go all in, I'm not usually a stall player, but if you want to go all into stall, like Skeledirge went undrafted, I think you can still have offensive Pokemon. Like I think Weavile would be a great addition to this team.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Weavile
Like,
would be good too.
because the thing is, like Weavile is like really really fast, so it helps with your speed tiers, and it also like hits with a type that you don't have already. Because spoiler alert, we don't have ice types. Uh, So, like, I think that Weavile would be a good slot on, and then, like, Dirge as your defensive fire type. That's a lot of points, I know, so you gotta do some moving around.
The thing that's rough about these speed tiers is that your fastest Pokemon is Lycanroc Dusk, which is good. Wait,
Pretty sure
no,
Jolteon's the
Jolteon.
No,
Jolteon.
fastest.
I
Jolteon is
forgot Jolteon was right
faster.
there.
Yeah.
Jolteon, and then Lycanroc Dusk. Never mind. You know, I forgot Jolteon was right there. I'm just gonna.
I
I
keep
was gonna be
forgetting.
like, you're. I just am blind.
Lycanroc Dusk is 110, Jolteon is 1...
Like
Why is it
130. I forgot
130?
Jolteon was there. What I
Yeah.
was gonna say is that your fastest Pokemon being Lycanroc Dusk, and then the second one being Treads, that doesn't want to run speed, would be a bad thing. But
Yeah.
but having
Jolteon's right
Jolteon's
there.
nice. Yeah.
Treads is 106, that's not that bad. And then, like, what? Like, fucking... Isn't Hydrapple, like, 70? And then, like...
Oh, Hydrapple
Clefable's...
is slow as fuck. What?
I thought
Yeah,
Hydrapple was,
Hydrapple
like,
is slow.
70.
No,
Oh,
that's
no.
40, bro.
Yeah, that's like 44. That guy is
Uh,
slow.
Heracross is like 50. Like
That's
70
an
for.
no
85.
70. Okay, Mega Heracross gets slower. I've been too Mega
Yeah.
Heracross brained. I'm like Heracross is really slow. I keep thinking of Mega Heracross.
Yeah,
Shout out
like
to the Mega Heracross
Rent
video.
free.
I'm gonna
Rent
put that in
True.
the
free. All I'm
iCard.
saying.
he's living in
Literally
your
rent free.
head.
Me when I'm wrong about Pokemon, it never happens.
All right.
All right, next up,
Yeah.
Patrick's team. I am very high on this team. I like it a lot.
I think that this team is very threatening, but also this team is iron bundled.
That
Yeah.
is true. I mean, Scissor's there.
And
I mean,
I've
I
been
feel
he's my opponent for this week.
Yeah.
So that's
true.
why I'm saying that. And it's
Yeah, actually, I can't really, in good conscience, say like I can't really say put too much on that because I'm like, oh, what if I just give him some tech advice? And I'm like, I can't do that.
Nah.
yeah.
But
Sorry,
like
buddy. These two helped me.
Yeah,
I
just
am
But
bring.
I
I know
am
what you should
pretty
do.
I
You
am
should
pretty
bring.
high on this
You
team.
should bring physical Driflim, physical Ogerpon, physical Quaquaval, Terra Water Deancey, Gastrodon too, and Knuckle Stack. That should be your 6.
Yeah, exactly. Leave Darkrai at home. He's a fraud.
No, don't bring
Mhm.
Darkrai. Don't bring Slowking. Don't bring any Pokemon that resist water or ice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But, like, if we're gonna be completely honest, I really like this team. This team is very me-coded. This is
This
something that I would draft, aside from Darkrai, but everything else I would
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm
110%
like, aren't
draft.
you like
this
the biggest
team
Darkrai hater, even more than me?
Yeah.
this team
Yeah,
is
I
so
am.
gross.
Yeah.
This team is so nasty.
It is pretty gross.
My only gripe with this team is that your ground type is Gastrodon. And
Yeah.
Gastrodon is a ground type, but it doesn't really do ground type things. It presses like, does it get Scald in Gen 9?
No, I don't believe so.
I think it
I
lost it,
thought
but I'm
I
not
thought
100% sure.
I remember. I'm pretty sure before the DLC, the only Pokemon to
Or
get Scald was Volcanion, and I don't know if
Volcanion.
they. No.
Okay. That's actually really bad for Gastrodon. Damn, I didn't even remember that it didn't get
yeah.
that. But this thing, it
I'll
doesn't
be back
really.
momentarily, fellas.
Oh yeah, no,
Okay.
just leave. We're not doing anything important.
Fuck that guy, dude. Holy shit. Ignorant prick.
No, I'm leaving this in. I'm so leaving this in. No, but what were you
Hold on,
saying? You can just keep going.
we should like change the camera so it's like you were all the way back, we're all the way down to,
Oh
like
yeah, no, no,
you.
no. We've started. No, we've started Victory Stars' team.
Yeah.
So I think Iron Valiant's pretty good on this team. I think that Gliscor and Terrapagos is actually like a really good combination in terms
Oh
of
yeah,
defenses.
absolutely.
Does this team have removal like at all? Wait, hang on. Fucking, I mean, it has Terrapagos Rapid Spin, but oh wait, no, this is Natdex. Yeah, defog. Okay, yeah, no, this is great. I
Dude,
like this.
everybody else is so fucking confused right now. Okay, so for context, this is the Nat Dex division. It looks
Yeah,
the
no,
same.
we're skipping ahead a little bit, but this is the National Dex division that we're also gonna rank later. We're doing a bit.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I think that
pretty
Primarina
sublime
and
bit.
Hydreigon are like really good offense for this team, and Registeel's like good backbone to sort of go in on.
And
Mhm.
sleeping on Muck heavily here sleeping on Muck could be bad because Terra Dark Muck is actually just not a bad Pokemon,
Mhm.
objectively, I think.
Yeah,
Like
no.
dark like Poison Touch knockoff, like that's gross.
Wait,
You're now not weak to psych.
how is someone already 1-0-1?
Oh yeah, there was already a battle.
Oh, I didn't see it. That's tragic. Unfortunate. Congratulations to King Crypto Nate. That's the guy who always helps Steve, right? I don't know him very well, but
Oh yeah, Nate's awesome, dude.
Oh, and there was another battle too.
Who are we
Caps
talking
lock.
about, Nate?
Oh yeah, we're reviewing Nate's team right now. Yeah,
Oh
he's
yeah, that's my boy. I love
no.
that
Yeah, no,
guy.
you took so long that we're on the Nat Dex doc now.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we already reviewed the entire Wi-Fi decks.
I'm too autistic to tell if you're joking or not.
No, 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 no.
No, we're fucking with you. We're fucking with you.
We're not even at L King yet, dog.
All
Very
right.
valid.
Yeah. So back to Patrick. Anyways, so I think that Scizor is good, but not having Roost is so brutal for this team. This team, I feel
Yeah.
like, lacks a lot of very essential recovery, and like not like overall, but on the Pokemon that like could use recovery.
Yeah.
This team would love a Wish Passer so badly.
Dude,
Mhm.
slap Aloe on it. Oh my god.
Did anybody? Hold on, I'm checking if
No, no
anybody
one
drafted
drafted
out.
Aloe. No
Aloe.
one drafted Aloe.
Dude,
It's undrafted.
the undrafted list for this draft is actually insane.
Yeah, it's crazy because like as much as we like to meme on how did nobody pick this up, literally like everyone's teams are generally solid. Like
Chi-Yu undrafted, Latios undrafted, Iron
King
Bowler,
Gambit
Weavile, King
undrafted.
Gambit, and Namarus. Like,
Dude, and people were like,
Wake?
"Oh, I remember when I was talking about Garchomp like not being drafted in some leagues, and they're like, nah, bro, Garchomp always goes. Where the fuck is Latios?
True.
That's what I was
Yeah.
saying. Playing a season without Latios, playing a season without Chi-Yu, these are gonna be like insane feelings.
Yeah.
Also, I'm
Literally
glad to
though.
know that if I'm not the one who takes a Spathra, nobody will for some reason.
Yeah. You're the number one non-Terra Espathra enjoyer.
Fucking hate that thing.
Anyway, I think it's time we
I'm
move on to
gonna
L
I'm gonna
King's team.
fucking shoot that thing with a rifle and then cook it over a campfire and eat it for dinner, dude. And it's gonna give me
True.
psychic powers.
All right.
True.
Elking's team. Editor's note. So Elking actually made several free agency moves after the recording of this video. Because this video has taken like 3 days to edit. So yes, ignore literally like everything we say. Because he has Weavile on this team now and Duraludon. So yes, sorry for talking about this team. Before he changes it, whatever. Yeah, listen, I'm tired. We recorded this video like 2 days ago. Actually, probably like 4 days ago when you see this. But hope you enjoy. It is really, really good. I mean, I love this team. It's
Elking, more like
Smell
fucking
King.
Jelking. Oh, okay.
That works. Either of those work. But yeah,
Freaking
I really like
owned him.
Elking's team. Spoiler alert, he is planning on making trades at some point, so keep an eye out for that.
I'm not
Uh,
remaking anything.
I think that this team is good. I feel like it doesn't have amazing synergy though, so I do see why he's planning on doing some trades. I look
yeah.
at all these Pokemon and they're like objectively good in a nutshell, but I'm like, it's like
I don't know. I think that's I really like the so like I like Tentacruel as a rapid spinner here on this team. It was actually what my rapid spinner was gonna be. Fuck you, Elking. And then like Tinglu and Tornadus, like that's a very strong defense. And then you have like Archaludon, which is like also there, which can be offensive too in Rain, which there is a Rain team in this draft. So like there's gonna be that week where Archaludon comes and you're like, what if I just run like Electro Shot, Flash Cannon, like Choice Specs or some shit like that? Crazy set, but like it could come. And then you have Deoxys Speed, who can click moves, but also is just one of the Pokemon that is good that outspeeds Dragapult.
Deoxys Speed is such an Elking Pokemon.
It really is. It really is.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like every single time, I know this isn't true, but I feel like every single time I've seen an Elking draft, it just has Deoxys Speed on it. It just like spawns there.
He had it last season.
Yeah. No, he
Deoxys
didn't.
Speed
No, I was about to
on
say, I'm
point
like,
is
that's
Elking's
the
has.
only time I've played a draft with Elking, and I'm like, he didn't have it there.
No, he didn't. It's just weird because it's such a mon for him. Like
I'm
he
pretty sure,
loves.
didn't he have it in the previous MMC season?
I think he had
I
it in
don't believe
STR.
so. Oh,
I think that's where he mentioned it before.
I don't know.
But
Ogerpon
yeah,
Heartflame, 15 points. Are we serious? I think every Ogerpon was criminally underrated, and my god. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Ogerpon Heartflame at 15 is ridiculous.
I do like the amount of hold on, just had a stroke. I like the amount of momentum changing, like the momentum moves, like the U-turns, the flip turns. Got a lot of that on this team. I like it.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
wait, let me look at like any top tier fire types. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
Like
I just like his
Crocolore.
team. I just really like his
yeah,
team.
top
Like,
tier fire types like Crocolore. I think Ogerpon Heartflame is leagues better than Iron Moth.
I don't know about that one.
Really?
I feel like
Leagues
it.
better?
I wouldn't
Yes,
say
leagues
leagues. I wouldn't
better.
say.
I wouldn't
Aren't you
say
the
leagues,
same
dude.
guy?
Iron
Aren't
Moth
you
is
the same guy who got like cooked in it in mocks?
Okay, well we can't talk about that. We can't talk about that. We can't talk about that.
That's
This
literally
battle
that.
is definitely gonna
That's
go
all
up.
I'm saying about it.
This
That's
battle
all
is
I'm about.
this is definitely gonna go up before the battle happens, probably because yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it. You don't get any more information about this. You know who you are.
We're gonna talk about
and
him
you will
soon.
know who they are too
Comment,
in 8
comment down
years
below
when
if you
we
know
get
who
to
they are.
Yeah, we're actually kind of moving very slow. Let's get to CJ's Rain team.
Yeah, we really
Um,
should.
I was saying this to Vinny a couple days ago, I think. I do not think this team is bad, but I'm looking at this team and I'm like, wow, this is like the RU Rain team.
Yeah,
It does have
RU
Floatzel on it.
Rain plus the top 3.
Floatzel and
yeah.
Politoed, yeah.
I do really like his Terra Captains, though. His Terra
Oh yeah.
Captains are fire as fuck.
No
The
Terra
thing
Electric
is
on
that
Pillow is very weird.
I feel
Yeah,
like the second that this team loses Rain, they start to lose everything. Everything
Generational
starts to
fall
unravel.
off.
yeah, that's sort of where I agree too. And like, I see where they're going for. Like, having like none of your mons being like super low tier, like having the two 6 pointers, a 9 pointer, 8 pointer, 9 pointer, and then like two 9 pointers, and then a 10 pointer, like not having any low tiers, but that really just like loses you out on so many points to like maximize like your
Yeah,
top
like what are
level threats.
This
some
team
things
is
you can
not
grab?
min-maxed. Let's just say that.
Yeah, and
Like,
I
I
feel like
feel
with a
Yeah, like
rain team,
Wake
you
was
have to
here.
be min max. You
Wake
have to
was
be
walking
min
away.
max.
Wake was on the board. Wake is still undrafted. Like
Yeah,
I
like I can see well, I feel like Wake would be much better than Raging Bolt,
I would have had.
mainly because he already has Kilowattrel as an electric type.
I think you
I
could have
would
both.
have. I would
I
have.
think
I
you
would
could
have.
genuinely get away with having both on this team. You have Overquill and
I could
Metagross.
see
Like
it.
you're
I could see it, but I mean, like, if you traded out Raging Bolt for Wake, I could understand it.
If you did like, I don't know, if you swap out Keldeo and Raging Bolt, and then you do like either Walking Wake or Urshifu Rapid Strike, which is still
True,
around.
yep.
true. That thing wasn't drafted either.
Urshifu Rapid is still on the board. Yeah.
See, guys, I
Uh,
told you all he was a fraud. I told you.
I'm using Urshifu single. I want I
Oh,
if I
single
really
strike,
wanted to.
100%. A single strike is 100% a good Pokemon.
No,
I'm not gonna deny
single
that.
strike is not a fraud. I mean, I wanted a defensive water, so don't look at me.
But yeah, I do really like the team. I do find the Overquill funny because like most people expect it to intimidate, but it can be ran with Swift Swim. I like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
You can just
Floatzel's
casually do
Swift
like
Swim.
a Swift Swim Swords Dance Overquill, and then
Wait,
they're like, "Whoa, this is
guys,
not what I was ready
he
for."
does have
Yeah.
an ice type. Terra Ice Floatzel.
Let's
I mean, I
go.
think that covers the ice, to be honest. Like that covers
Does
because
Floatzel
you
That's
don't
have
all you
anything
always
really
aside
need.
from Terra Blast?
it gets Ice Spinner.
Yeah, it gets Ice Spinner.
That's fair,
It
yeah.
doesn't get triple axle, sadly, but it does
I
get
was
it.
about to
It
say,
does
I'm like,
get
if it
that.
gets Trip, we're cooking, but yeah, no, Ice Spinner's good.
I mean, Ice Spinner is still
Plus,
good.
Ice
Like
Spinner
it gets
helps
rid of
certain
terrain.
matchups, like the electric terrain matchup, which is definitely gonna fuck
Mm,
him up.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
true.
Hello,
That's a great
Kenny.
segue.
I can't scroll any farther,
Claps,
so
claps
you're
in
just
the
gonna have to be
chat for
over
that
here.
segue.
how
Yeah.
did I get this team?
No, this seems correct.
Wow, that's the title of my ODL team showcase.
Oh
Wow.
my god, you're making me put so many fucking videos in the iCard.
Yeah,
uh
just like that Nyan Cat 10 hours.
I'm not
oh,
putting that in the iCard.
and honestly, Kenny, extra funny about this? You took so many of my cores from that video, man.
I really did. I have your bundled mints.
You
I
have my
have
Bramblegast, you have my
I,
Pink Kirchen.
Dude, you're a
oh yeah.
fraud. You stole this team. I wasn't in ODL. I don't.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even remember that he had any of those Pokemon until he just said that right now.
I might join ODL at some point because clearly everything's
Wow,
just
do you
going
not watch
on.
my videos? Man.
I only watch the videos
Yeah,
that pop off so I could steal them.
true. You yoink my shit.
I'm a big stealer. I watch the Durant video like 4 times a week so I could steal anything in it.
Exactly. The 2.1K view Durant video just out of nowhere.
More views than
Alright,
I have on any of my
influencers,
videos.
talk about my Pokemon
I've
team.
already talked about your Pokemon team.
True.
Why do you have a double Intimidate core with 2 Pokemon quad weak to a type nobody has? Literally, no one is breaking through. Landorus, Therian, Salamence, and then fucking Galarian Weezing. What is breaking through that?
Non-stab Ice Beam.
No, it's not!
GU.
Yes,
If
it
it
is.
gets drafted.
Yes, it does. It still kills. Well,
Ice
maybe
Beam on
not
like
with like
fucking
investment, but it's still
what?
It's
Like,
still
All I'm
2-hit KOs.
all I'm saying is that Galarian Weezing gets fire coverage.
like,
So
So does Mence. It
I
gets Temper Flare.
and
mhm.
Fire Blast, what?
And
Well,
also
yeah,
Landorus
Be
but
Therian,
mixed.
Landorus Therian gets Stone
yeah.
Edge too.
Yeah, so the thing is
Wow.
that like ice types, while they do beat the Pokemon, I also just have P2 Crocolore.
Crocalor is huge. I'm a big
True.
Crocalor defender.
Yeah, we
It's
do
funny
love
how you have Crocalor on
Croc.
a team and it's not even your worst Pokemon.
Yeah, poor Alola Doug trio, just there to fill a speed tier and nothing else.
Tangling
Hey, it
hair,
has
baby.
tangling hair.
Tangling
Sticky web
hair.
at home, I see.
Alright, now let's go on to this team. I've been glazing this team nonstop, so I'll let you guys take it.
Yeah, I
This
do
is the
really
best
like
team
this
in the
team.
draft.
Yeah, I
I
would
think
probably agree. Like, there are some low tiers that I don't quite love. Like, I'm not a big fan of the Terra Rampardos. I think you could have slotted on Terra on Hariyama and been just as like happy with it. But I
I
mean,
also
I see the raisin, I see it.
I also think the
Um,
speed tiers here are kind of crazy.
they are
You
kind of
go
insane.
from you go from 110 to like 85.
Okay, that is
Wait,
true,
Yeah.
no,
but
no,
also
Lilligant's
like
90, I think. I think Lilligant's 90 actually, right?
yeah, Lilligant's
I don't
fast. I'm pretty sure
remember.
Lilligant's fast. I mean, it's not like crazy fast. Here, I'll pull it up.
I
Uh,
cannot remember.
here, Lilligant's 90. Yeah. Also,
Yeah, it's
don't
Never
it's
mind.
forget,
90.
you don't go from 110 to 90. You go from 200 to 110 to
No, no, no. No, you go to 200 to 119 because
oh
of
yeah,
Moon.
True.
Roaring Moon.
Because
Yeah,
Moon.
yeah.
Roaring mid.
But you have really good slow. You
Yeah.
have really good slow Pokemon in my opinion too. You got Terapagos, you got Hariyama. Like you're gonna.
Terapagos is like a fake slow Pokemon though, because it's 85 and it has Rock Polish and Stab Rapid
But
Spin.
Terapagos
I
is right
think
in that area where like it's easy to outspeed, but also when it boosts its speed, it's faster than everything.
this might be a
Yeah.
hot take. Second best spinner in the format.
Behind Great Tusk, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Better than
Yeah.
Treads. Better spinner than Treads. Not
I
even
I
close, I think.
concur.
I'd agree.
Plus,
I'd agree.
it loves holding boots so much more than Shreds does.
Mm-hmm.
And also,
And
it might in like some matchups, it might not even need to hold boots. Like
Mhm.
yeah,
it
you
could
could just run.
sometimes you just run leftovers.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, like you switch in, take a little bit of chip, and then all of a sudden, oh, I'm back at 100% anyways. Never
Yeah.
mind, I guess.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm a big fan of Decidueye. Like I think
I'm
Decidueye is
not.
kind of like Decidueye is kind of like your worst Pokemon, but if your worst Pokemon is Decidueye, I think you drafted a pretty fucking good team, not gonna lie.
I'm not a Decidueye defender. I think this thing's kind of bad.
To be honest, I think the only reason why he picked Decidueye is because I picked Bramblegast right before him, and he wanted Bramblegast and was like, you know what? I'll take this guy. He has defog. That's enough for me.
That's
Yeah, I
fair.
think I agree. But honestly, if I had to change anything about this team, it would be switch Terra to Hariyama over Rampardos and either like get rid of Rampardos and add it to like Decidueye's points and just get like a better like ghost type or something if you want a spin blocker. Because at the end of the day,
It's a
he has a
ghost type in the
Regieleki
9.
and a Terapagos. He doesn't need a defogger.
What's a
Hmm.
Like,
ghost type in the 9? Sinistra?
yeah, I mean Sinistcha would be great here. I feel like getting rid of Rampardos and Decidueye for Sinistcha would have
Rampardos
been
is
so
so
fire.
cool.
It's funny. It's funny. I like him. He is a goofy guy. He's a goober, but I don't think he's good. He's gonna come once with a choice band, and he's going to kill one thing, and then he's going to get revenge killed and die. Like
Yeah.
he's going to
Speaking
do
of
his thing, and then he's going to die.
speaking of Pokemon doing their things, Hariyama, he does that, but he doesn't die. Hariyama is
Exactly.
a crazy underrated Pokemon.
I concur.
That is
I think that if you do Lilligant, Hariyama, Terracaps, oh, chef's kiss, dude. Amazing
yeah.
team. You do
And
like
then yeah,
Can't do that for
I
my
don't know.
matchup though. You already
it's
decided.
true.
Fuck Terra Hariyama. I'm not dealing with that. Anyway, we're
That's
on to
just
Old
Obviously,
Man
you have your
now.
Terra
what I would say.
fighting, but then like I don't know. You could honestly like realistically do some shit like you could do like Terra Steel, Terra Flying to benefit from your like thick fat. I think flying would be kind of bad, but I think just like
Terra Ice.
Hell yeah, we
Terra
have an
Ice
ice
thick
type
fat.
now.
Hell
An
yeah.
ice type that benefits from thick fat. It's not weak to fire, guys.
We're
To be fair,
cooking.
this team at least has some ice moves on it. Ice Punch Hariyama.
Anyway,
I think it gets Ice Punch. But then
It
you
does
have
get
Azu, you have Terapagos.
now we go from a
yeah.
team. Now we go from where are all the ice types to hey, here's 3 ice types. Old
He
man
took
built a
all the ice
CLT.
types. He took all the ice
He
types.
took 2 decent ice types. Okay, let's not get hasty.
Don't
Yeah, he
even
took a
call them
Loa
decent.
Ninetales and Articuno.
They are the best. They are the best ice types in the tier. I don't know what you're talking about, brother. Well, maybe.
Listen. Kyurem is right
No.
there.
Iron Bundle would like to know your location, bitch.
I. Yeah, he would like to know my location because he's gonna miss fucking Hydro Pump if he doesn't. Uh, And then yeah, Kyurem is kind of like on the same level as Bax. I feel like it's very
Yeah.
similar,
I mean,
comparable.
Bax was my
But
original
Kyurem's
pick.
just versatile backs, you know?
Yeah,
It's
Bax
like
was my
yeah,
original pick because I wanted to just go streamline into Bax and then have more points available. But then I'm like, yeah, I'll just pick Kyurem.
speaking of points, this is just Baxcalibur both 60 more base stats. Who
yeah.
said that was okay?
Well, at
Who
the same
allowed
time,
this?
no, Earthquake is kind of rough for the D dance sets, but at the same time, you can 100% run mixed Kyurem and just not even care. So like, I
Hmm.
can't even complain
You
too
have
much.
130 special attack. Like if you run into a Pokemon that is like weak to ground and beats you, then you just run Earth Power and like run like I don't know like 60 special attack, and then bam, you're doing plenty of you're doing enough for it to not be a threat anymore.
Anyway, back to Old Man. I do think that like he's got a lot of Rock Weak Pokemon, and I know he does have removal, but like you're running boots on so much. Like Alolan Dragonite's breaking multi-scale, like Alolan Ninetales, Baxcalibur, Talonframe loses Gale Wings unless you run boots, like Vikavolt weak before Terra. You can Terra out of it, but yeah. Articuno's quad weak, so you need boots. Like, it's just not good looks for you.
Yeah, and
And
like
then
at the same
Survivor's
time,
on the team.
true, so Viper's just there. He's the guy. But like I definitely get where you're coming from. I feel like you could have gotten rid of maybe Terra on Articuno and Seviper and throwing it on Registeel. Like you could have done that. But I
Oh wait,
see
yeah,
why you didn't.
he did have the points for that. Yeah, no, that's
Like
actually. Hmm.
I'm not gonna hate it or anything, but
Pair of
like
fighting Registeels right there.
Yeah,
I do
steel fighting, and then like what Ghost?
Steel
yeah,
fighting Ghost, either that or like Fairy. Dude, Fairy
yeah,
type Registeel. Oh my god, I'm so upset.
I sleep. But honestly, I see where they're coming from and the way that I would sort of explain it. Blastoise is a great rapid spinner, but if you're running rapid spin, you're not running the Shell Smash set.
And then
So
it just
like,
kind of falls flat.
yeah, and if you're running Shell Smash and rapid spin, then you're going to be doing neither very well because then you're not going to have the coverage to make the Shell Smash set actually work.
Yeah.
And then on the rapid
Oh god, I'm having technical difficulties.
I'll either like water
water and ice.
ground or water ice because you
Yeah.
could do like a physical set with like liquidation EQ. It's
Hmm.
fucking menacing.
I cut out for
Yeah, for
like
sure.
5 seconds, but we're back now. But yeah, no,
And then
I
like
technical difficulties.
yeah, we're professionals here.
Hmm.
But the whole like having to run boots thing, like that means that Alola Tails is going to be able to run light clay as easily. Baxcalibur isn't going to be able to be running loaded dice or choice band sets very easily. D Knight, I mean, runs
It
heavy duty
usually
boots
runs boots.
anyways. It
Either
runs
that or
boots anyways. Vikavolt, it's not gonna
Multi-scale.
you're going to be mainly focused on running the lead set most of the time because you don't want to break your focus sash and like at the end of the day like choice scarf or like choice spec sets aren't going to be hitting as hard when you're having like rocks up. You're not going to be able to reliably switch in. And then Talonflame again runs boots
that's
most of
boots
the
the
time.
Pokemon.
It
Yeah.
runs boots most of the time anyways, but like it still kind of sucks to have to run boots on your like
Dude,
rock weak Pokemon.
Like you're
So
missing
like
out
I
on that sweet,
yeah.
sweet choice band Gale Wings Talonflame, like fucking Brave Bird. Like, oh my god.
dude, I'm looking at Terrapagos and I'm looking at this team and like Power Gem Terrapagos like with Dazzling Gleam. Bam. Now that almost kills the whole team.
That's what I said. Like,
Yeah.
you're lucky Iron Boulder didn't get drafted because Iron Boulder was gonna need a bib after this team because of how much he salivated.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't think the team is bad by any means. I just feel like there are a few things that could have been changed to make some of these weaknesses a little bit less apparent. Like maybe picking up a second spinner, for example, so that would free up Blastoise to not be ran with spin all the time. Being maybe a second defogger, but at the same time, like defog severely lost like so many
Yeah.
like Mons in Gen 9. So I get why you couldn't do that. But like maybe picking up a few less like rock weak Pokemon. Like, did you really need Articuno at the end of the day?
Did
Like,
you need Dragonite?
well, D-Knight I
Dragonite's
can
good
kind of
though.
see because D-Knight is just great. But yeah, Double Dragon I can understand. But like, yeah, just a few things that I would tweak about it, and it genuinely becomes like a top 5 team in my opinion. Uh, Especially since 8 behind Aurora Veil is insane, bro. That thing eats all day. Like, I am threatened by this team, which is more than I can say for like maybe a few teams, but like I
Mhm.
feel like at the end of the day, this team is very, very weak to a very few specific things that a lot of teams can do well.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is KJ's team. I sure do love gouging fire. Snore. he
Hooray! Legion is popping the fuck off for this team right now, bro.
didn't make it this far in the video.
True. Not
I
quite
think
yet.
I think that I have thoughts. I have things to think.
I mean, go ahead. I've
I'm
already said
just
my thoughts.
confused because I think that I'm looking at Manaphy. I'm like, why are you here?
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, the thing is that if you wanted like a high stat Pokemon, you could have just like got Mew. Like, does the same thing, but is just a Psychic type, which is a type this team doesn't have. Hold on, go back to it. Am I right?
Uh, I'm pretty sure you're good. Yeah. Well, actually, it's
Yeah.
Bronzong.
Oh,
Well,
Bronzong.
his wrong song, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not an offensive Pokemon.
Bronzong doesn't really perform as a Psychic type, so
It can't do damage. Like, I mean, sure you could like run random like fucking Future Sight and shit. Like,
yeah, it
but
doesn't really perform as well as a Psychic type. But if you wanted like a good like offensive Pokemon of a type that you don't really hit very well with, I would have gone with Mew. But I
mm.
think that this team's speed tiers are awesome.
They're good.
I like
They're
the
good.
121. I like the
Did you know Dodrio was 110? I
Dodrio's
didn't.
110.
I didn't.
Yeah, I like the 110, and then I like the 100. I think that's very nice. Wait, isn't Greninja
120 something, I
20?
believe.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
120 something. I can't remember exactly what it
was that
is.
It is
120? No, it's
122.
122.
Yeah,
I got it.
generally the
I
same.
was I
Generally
was
the
one
same
off.
thing.
No, I was one off. You need to execute me now.
Banned from
True.
the podcast. We need someone who actually knows Pokemon on here.
Says the man who doesn't know his type.
Okay, dude. I don't want to. I
Why
don't
are
want
you
to
so
hear.
fucking muffled for that?
Because I'm grabbing my drink.
Oh my god.
I'll drink to that.
Oh my goodness.
I'm on number 3 right now, bro.
I still haven't finished that huge fucking bottle of Fireball that I got last week.
Finish it right now. You won't.
That is a 1/4 of the $20 bottle. I'm good.
Okay, time to get back to KJ's team. Honestly, I I don't hate it by any means. I just feel like it's a lot of like role players and I don't see a lot of like immediate synergy. And that just might
Mm-hmm.
be like me not like being super familiar with the kind of team that you want to go for. Like I like Gouging Fire, Greninja's fine, Iron Hands is good, Sylveon's good, Manaphy's good. Like all these mods are like okay. Like I'm not gonna say any of these are objectively like awful, especially since like Flygon, Dodrio, well, Arbok is kind of like there, but whatever. Like Flygon and Dodrio are generally solid Terra captains. I like those. Bronzong, like it's their steel type. It's defensive. It does its thing. Like, I just see a lot of, like, singular Pokemon, and I don't see a lot of initial synergy, and
I agree.
like, while, of course, someone who drafts the team is obviously going to know their team synergies better than someone who's just, like, offhandedly looking at the team, I feel like it does say a lot that, like, most of the time when people can, like, look at a team and see, like, "Okay, this is how this works with this," and, like,
Yeah,
et
Yeah,
cetera,
yeah.
I
I feel
entirely
like
agree.
that I feel like that does, like, come off on, like, really good teams, and I just don't see it with this. I'm not saying this team is bad, I just feel like I don't see it
I
yet.
don't
Like,
see the vision, you know?
I need to see it in practice before I'm a believer. Like,
Yeah.
nothing on,
I
like,
will
the
say
skill of a player because I have seen, KJ play before, and I think he's a good player.
No, he actually is.
Uh,
I had to do some research. I'm like, okay, he actually does
yeah.
know how to play Pokemon. But
Yeah,
I
I think
Like, KJ is a great player, but I just don't see the vision with this team yet, and I need him to show me, to, like, prove it to me. Like, you
I'm
know?
not a very big fan of the Dodrio's Terra types. Do you need normal and flying?
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, yeah, I do see what you're coming from, yeah.
Mhm.
Like I think that I don't know if Tangled Feet is a legal ability. I don't remember, but I think that going with something like
Mm.
Terra Fire,
Why
like
am
Terra
I?
Dark, maybe like could be pretty good.
Yeah,
Considering you have this thing has fucking knockoff for some reason. I don't know who did that.
Tangled Feet isn't on the ban list. I
I
don't.
can't remember what the fuck
Actually, wait,
Tangled Feet
isn't
does, to be
wait,
honest.
actually
It's like
isn't
if you're
isn't
Tangled Feet
Confuse Ray
is
banned?
Tangled Feet is if you're confused, it doubles your speed, I believe. Right?
Yeah, Confuse Ray's banned, Swagger's
Never mind.
banned, Flatter's banned.
Okay, so there's
Pretty
no
much
real.
everything that induces confusion for whatever reason is banned.
Is
Don't even ask
confusion
me about
banned?
Oh wait,
this.
no, it's
I think that's
evasiveness. It's not speed. Okay.
Yeah, it's
oh,
evasiveness.
Yeah. Um.
gross.
So you're
But yeah,
running early
essentially
bird.
confusion is basically banned. So,
I
eh,
mean, does it get like no shot? This thing gets like outrage, right? That'd be insane.
no, it does not.
No,
No.
It's Grill Run.
it gets low kick, it gets drill run, it gets
Well,
knockoff, it
no,
gets
but
lunge,
outrage has synergy
it
with
gets
Tangled Feet.
throat shot. Oh.
Oh yeah, it does. That is kind of funny.
Hmm.
I think I would drop normal for something because I think Terra Flying's great.
All
You
right.
could do like Terra Flying acrobatics, find a way to activate acrobatics in a game. Like
Hmm.
there's many ways, like normal gym, like uh a berry,
Hmm.
um
Yeah, like I'm hyped with this team mainly because like I like it when people prove me wrong. And I feel like this is definitely a team where I can be easily proven wrong because like all the parts are there. I just need to see
Hmm.
the links between the parts.
All
Like,
right.
and once I start seeing that, I'm going to start rating this team very highly. I feel like
Dry's team
speaking of
has
rating things highly.
no. It has Gliscor. We're moving
true.
on.
No, hey,
Nah, no, we got to
no,
talk about it.
I
We
want to
got to
talk about
talk
how
about it.
Blissy's 8 points. I think that's interesting.
It is very interesting.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
do think
good.
Blissey is. Yeah, I like this team mainly just because this is also another team that I would totally draft.
Mm.
Like I
Oh
love
my god.
Gliscor as a draft mon. Vinny is a
I am
big Gliscor
asleep. I'm
hater,
going to my bed right now. Wake
but
me up when this segment is over.
I love I love Gliscor. Like it can just do so much for a team, being both offensive, defensive. It can be a pivot. It does so much. Great
It can be
tusk.
a
Best.
sweeper.
It can be a sweeper if it wants to. Like check out the video. I can't remember which video, but check out the video
No,
He
of
not my
essentially has the two best
icon.
forms. Dries essentially has the two best forms of removal in the game. He has the two best. He has the best defogger and he has the best rapid spinner.
Yeah, he 100% does. And Slowking's a great defensive Pokemon, like the defensive water type, I would argue.
Yeah,
Blissey, generally a solid Pokemon. Like it's gonna help cover so much of his like more like specially frail team because most of it is like physically defensive. So it just helps clean up some of the like special frailty in certain aspects.
Chat, how do
Screentail,
we feel
I
about?
I
love
love these
Screentail.
Terra captains. I love all of
And
these
I love
Terra captains.
these Terra captains too. They're so great. The
Chat,
one
how do
point
we feel
Marini is
about?
there for fun,
Oh yeah, Marine.
Yeah,
but other than
I only have one issue with this team, and it's
what's that?
that your grounded poison type is Marini. That's your one grounded poison type, and that's what you get. If you
Yeah.
want to get rid of toxic spikes via if you like obviously you have Corviknight right there, but sometimes you can't always immediately switch into Corviknight when toxic spikes are up.
Mhm.
Yeah, arguably, personally, I think Diplin would have been a great candidate for Terra Poison over even like Terra Fairy, I would say. Mainly because like you don't absolutely need Terra Fairy on every single one of your Terra types, especially considering you have a Fairy type in Screamtail. I
Also,
think
Meowscarada gets
going
way rough.
And also the
True,
fact
yeah,
that your two offensive Terras are fairy and or honestly, I think Glaceon could be offensive or defensive.
Yeah.
yeah. And the
You
main
have
reason I say Diplin would be great with Terra Poison, it means it can't get toxic. Like there are very few Pokemon that get toxic, in Gen 9, but it means that like your Toxic Spikes absorber now, like you can't be poisoned at
You can't be
all.
knocked off because you're
You can't
sticky hold Eviolite, which is fucking disgusting, by the way.
Love that.
exactly. And like while maybe the typings don't 100% synergize, like but like ground types don't really want to switch on you. Like if you're potentially like, maybe a
It could be Leaf Storm. Like they
yeah, you
don't
could
know
be
that.
I mean,
yeah, exactly. Giga Drain, you don't exactly like 100% wall like a Diplin with a ground type.
And also,
So
if
like
you're a bulky ground type, like Earthquake probably isn't going to do more than like 65%.
max, yeah.
Or and that's if it's you are a ground type. If it's like
yeah.
not if it's non-stab EQ, that's doing like 50 tops. It's an
Mhm.
Eviolite Pokemon, and its defense stat is like, hold on,
It's pretty high. I know
it's
it's like a
Agility.
110.
yeah,
Mhm.
like that shit is definitely eating any hit under the sun, and I feel like Terra Poison on Diplin is just great overall. That's probably the one thing I would change about it personally.
Mhm.
But like, while this team may partially be a bit of a snooze stall team, I do rate it. I do rate it. It's a good stall team.
Next up is Meep's team, and I'm gonna be honest. I think this team just gets worse every time I look at it. I don't know what's happening. Like I just look at it again and again, and I'm like, huh, what's
Like
changing? like
I
I
understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, I also cannot deny that this is just a good team.
I
Like,
think it's a good team, but you have to really like look at it for a second to get
I
it.
don't. I just like I don't
yeah,
I
know. I'm
feel
not
like
as big of a fan as I was before.
I like the speed tiers. You have 130, 110, 100.
Mhm.
And
mhm.
then I think Tauros is also 110, right?
Tauros
I can't
is
remember, but Taurus is pretty fast.
Tauros is like
I don't.
yeah 110.
Yeah, so you
I
have two
yeah.
110s and then you have big ass Rhyperior, dude. Oh my god. This
I
Pokemon
miss
is
a
so fucking
Moongus.
annoying.
Big dick Rhyperior, dude.
This Pokemon is absolutely disgusting. I'm surprised this didn't get Terra banned, to be honest.
It
With the
wasn't
Pokemon
contention. We were discussing it, but we decided that we would just
with
allow it.
I was surprised when I saw no Terra Revavroom and then no Terra yeah, Terra banned Revavroom and I didn't see Terra banned Rhyperior. I was like, interesting.
It's mainly
I'm
because
not gonna I'm not gonna draft it, but interesting.
the main reason I feel like we did do that is because Revavroom gets shift gear, while as the best boosting move Rhyperior gets is
Rock polish and
uh
then like what?
rock
Bulk
polish, and
up?
then hope that your opponent procs your weakness policy.
Does it
Like
Does not get Swords Dance?
Oh
it
no, it
does
doesn't get
not
Swords
know.
Dance. I think it might get bulk up though,
It gets
right?
Swords Dance? What are you talking about?
Does it get?
What do you mean?
Oh, it does
Oh,
get
it
Swords
doesn't get
Dance.
Sword Stance. But then you gotta run. But then if you're running Sword Stance, then you gotta give up another slot for your speed because like that's sort of the thing with Revavroom. Like you can set up both your speed and your attack in one
Okay.
go,
Okay,
whereas
but
Rhyperior has to have two slots.
look at this Pokemon really quick and tell me that this thing doesn't have the stats to Terra Double Dance.
I mean, I
Eh,
agree. It's
I mean,
a
not the
good Terra
special stat,
Captain,
but
but
I'm
I
not
don't
saying
think
that
it's
this Pokemon's outspeeding very much after the Double Dance, but it's
40
there.
after rock polish is like you're outspeeding some good
Hold
hundreds.
on.
Like
Hold on. Let's max out that. Let's max out that speed stat.
man. You really just didn't
179
use the slider. I can't
plus
Well,
believe you.
2.
no, that's not speed boosting nature.
Yes, it
It
is.
is. Oh wait,
No,
but
no,
it's I
you didn't
haven't
put the minus in there.
196. There we go.
So you're not even hitting 400.
Okay, but that's 384. You're still outspeeding like a Cinderace after that.
Yeah, you're outspeeding
Uh,
non-Scarf Pokemon, but you're getting outsped by every Scarf Pokemon under the sun.
Let me check that.
And yes, Vinny, I literally drafted Cinderace. I know Cinderace
370.
doesn't hit
Okay.
that.
I was just checking. I wasn't sure.
I think you outspeed Darkrai.
You might. It might be
Darkrai
close.
after a rock polish.
Oh, you what you don't
Yeah, it's literally by
outspeed.
1 point. It's literally by 1 point.
Yeah, you know who
You
you
know
don't
you don't
outspeed?
outspeed.
Yeah, no.
Because it hits 383. It hits 383.
Mm.
And that
Uh,
hits 383 and Rhyperior hits 384.
That's pretty
Hey,
funny.
hey, what were you gonna say there, Steve? What were you gonna say that it doesn't outspeed?
Maybe the thing that's faster than Iron Bundle.
I mean, there's like two of those.
Man, maybe the one that I have.
Yet again, another reason
Who
why my
cares?
team is fucking insane.
All right.
Iron Bundle does not give a fuck.
Anyway,
True.
my team, I've yapped and on and on. You guys can yap if you want, or we could just move on.
I think that this team I think this team is awesome until you get below Hitmontop. I love this
Yeah.
team so fucking much. I love the high tiers. I love your Kyurem, Cinderace, Ursaluna, Blood Moon. Amazing offensive types that work well in conjunction with one another. Ursaluna just hits everything. It does not give a fuck. This
Yep.
thing is only loses to like steel flying types. What beats steel flying types? Cinderace. What also beats it? Kyurem, because the two are fucking Skarmory and Corviknight, and Kyurem doesn't give a fuck. It has 130 special attack, and
Yeah,
Ice Beam is going
Kiram
crazy.
breaks those just straight up.
Yeah. Yeah, and then, like,
It-
low kicks, like, it gives you so much good priority, like because I will admit your speed tiers, while they're solid, like, not having anything faster than Cinderace can be kind of a bit of an issue on occasion, especially considering Kyurem is your only other fast Pokemon, and it only hits, like isn't it only 100
well,
speed, or is it, like,
Tinkaton,
110 or something?
Tinkaton
Kyurem hits
is
95.
Tinkaton
95, okay, so
is
it's even slower than I
94, and
think.
then Kiram is 95.
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah,
the speed gap between, like, Cinderace and your next highest is kind of,
it's
like,
kind of
not great,
insane.
Is
but
it
at the
low
same
kick?
time, like,
Wait, how
low
fast
kicks
is
is
low
really
Lokix
good.
is
Oh, low kick.
92.
Yeah, like, it's
Mm,
not that fast, and it's like but it just adds that extra priority to that helps, like, support your team, so I like it,
Dude, you
but
did not
yeah,
think that Oranguru was
No,
almost there,
I was
bruh.
gonna show you guys this move.
Oh yeah, Vikram's pretty fun.
yeah, the doubles, man, I see.
Oranguru and
Um,
Trevenant both have access to Trick Room support.
Wait, does
true.
Oranguru get teleport?
Oranguru, I believe, does. At least it does in that dex. I don't know.
No,
Everything in its
they got
mother
rid of
lost
they got rid
teleport.
of teleport. Dude, I hold on. Is there even any Pokemon in Gen 9 that get teleport?
I don't think so, I
Um,
think it might be a deleted move.
No. It is the Ralts line, Deoxys, and
Gallade,
the
and then like the
Cosmog
Cosmog
line.
line, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
They did got rid of
Um,
dude. That's crazy. They got rid of it from Abra and the
Oh,
Alakazam
then
line.
those guys aren't in Gen
they're
9.
not in Gen 9, bro.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I'm like, that's literally Abra's like signature thing.
No, how dare you take teleport from Cloyster? No. But yeah, like Rotom Wash is just a very good Pokemon. Glamora helps your hazard game a lot. Tinkaton's great. Hitmontop is a guy. I love the dude. And then
Mid tiers are
everything
great.
below
Okay,
that. And then
I
like
will say
Trevenant, Swanna, Oranguru.
I am not gonna try to defend Swanna, but you guys are sleeping on Trevenant, dog.
Okay, I'm not
Bruh,
saying
I literally
I'm
drafted
not saying
Trevenant
that it's
before. It's
bad.
bad.
It's just
It is bad,
I don't
Kenny.
think
It
it's
is
bad.
bad.
It has natural cure, it has frisk, and it has harvest. All three of which are great abilities.
Mm-hmm. You guys are sleeping on the weakness policy trick room set that just
I'm
fucking
not
goes
sleeping
ham.
on it. I'm saying that
I
it
am
just
sleeping on it.
it when everything below Hitmontop is just like what's going on here? Like
Trevenant
this is
also
getting
gets access
funky.
to Will-O-Wisp. It's got
Ah,
stuff.
Will-O-Wisp, my favorite move.
All right, buddy. Listen, I'm not you, okay?
I think I just saw it have toxic, but I couldn't tell if that was Nat
No,
Dex
it
or
does.
not.
It does. This is I'm in Gen 9. It is toxic.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah,
And then like
I'm
Oranguru's got some pretty solid bulk, all things considered. It's like 110. It's just like pretty good. And then it's got like fucking inner focus, which is immune to intimidate. Which like yeah, let's go with our physical Oranguru set.
yeah, I was about to say, like the only thing you're going to be like using that for is for like uh the only
Yeah.
time I can think of that it might be useful is my fucking Terra Normal not Terra Normal, my normal gem fake outs Sneasler
The thing is,
They
for
okay,
the
should
what
fucking
if
Oranguru matchup.
I think telepathy should be like all multi-hit moves instead of allies. I think that would be so good.
That would be
blocks
solid.
multi-hit moves.
Yeah, if telepathy lowered damage, like just lower damage, not like completely immune.
Oh.
Like I think if they changed telepathy so it was just it decreased the damage of all multi-hit moves on this Pokemon, like it'd be cracked.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, anyway, last
Yeah.
team of our division is IHLPs.
Jesus Christ, we've been yapping for so fucking long.
Current time on this episode is 1 hour and 9 minutes.
Hell
Honestly, we
yeah.
could just do the other one next episode.
If you guys
Nah,
want to do
let's just
that,
crank through it. Let's
you want
just
to crank
crank
it
through
out?
it.
All right, we'll have a 2-hour episode for you guys.
Oh my
And for you
god.
guys, I mean, for when I watch this going to bed in like a week, because I forgot what happened in it.
Oh no,
Dude.
guys, I'm nearly out of my drink. We might need an
For-
intermission for refills.
Oh my god, you fucking
You're
alcoholic,
literally
dude!
the
I'll
one who
drink to
said
that.
let's keep going, and then you're like, oh, we need to take a break.
Hey, I had a bad day today. I need a drink to forget kind of night. Leave me alone.
I think I am a big Blaziken defender.
Stop fucking crying, bitch! I don't want to fucking hear it.
Okay, liberal.
Oh god. But yeah,
Dude,
I'm a big
this
Blaziken
team is
defender.
OU as fuck. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
no, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Love this team.
OU staples like Chimecho and Dunsparce.
I
Dude.
mean, if there's one thing I've learned from Mr. Pokieaim himself is that Terra Chimecho is a threat, brother.
And if there's one thing I know about Pokemon, it's that you could definitely upload your next YouTube video being like, I used Dunsparce and OU, and then get like 7 billion views. Easy.
True.
Sure, you know,
true.
I'll
So
work
you
on
should
that.
use Dunsparce and OU.
I'll title this video I use Dunsparce and OU.
That's
What?
clickbait, bro. Dude, they're gonna get you.
They're gonna get you. They're gonna call you out in the comment section, brother.
They're not getting this part of the video.
True,
I
they aren't.
think. Damn. Okay. You have no confidence in yourself.
I have no confidence in my retention graphs.
That's valid. We are just kind of yapping right now.
All right.
But okay, to actually
okay.
talk,
Time
I
to
think
lock
that
in. Time to lock in.
Garchomp's hazard, like the hazard game of this team, like considering Quillfish, Garchomp, like you have Golden Go to block. I think that's very, very solid. I think that like your offenses with Ogerpon Wellspring and Blaziken are just very, very solid, and you could run like fucking offensive Double Dance Garchomp. Like Zapdos is a great mixed Pokemon. I think Cryogonal as a Rapid Spin Pokemon is kind of fake, but like otherwise, I like this team.
I kind of disagree with that, especially if it's a Terra Captain, because I want you to look at Cryogonal's
Yeah, I know it
stats
has
real
a special defense of like 150. Like it's still.
Well, I want you to look at everything. Just pull it up.
Yeah,
It's also a surprisingly fast Pokemon too.
Well,
This
I know it's fast,
This
yeah.
Pokemon is just like an overall menace, and
Mm.
that a fairy type that is crazy. That's hold on, go to that move pool real quick. Pull up recover. Yeah, that gets recover.
Yeah, it keeps it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
that's an obnoxious fairy type with recover right there,
No,
and you get
Gets
screens.
triple axle.
You get
Gets
you get
triple
dual
axle.
screens. You get freeze dry. You get veil if you have snow. I don't think he does and would ever set up snow for any reason on his team. But if he's up against a team that sets up snow, then
He could.
yeah, like fucking
Against old man's team, he
old
is
man. I was
beating.
trying to think of who it was. It's to the left, Vinny.
Yeah, it's this way.
Yeah, and then like Rabombi being able to be both offensive as well as set up sticky webs to support Garchomp and Golden Go if they decide to run like offensive sets. Same sort of thing with offensive Zapdos. Like all of your defensive Pokemon can be ran offensively with proper web support. So like this is just really solid. Like I have no complaints with this team. It's just good.
And
I'm not
the
looking
thing
forward to
is,
beating. I'm not looking forward to playing this team.
and the thing is with this team is that you might be like, oh, Rabombi's your fastest Pokemon? No, bitch, fucking Blaziken, dude.
Yeah,
Because that speed boost. That thing essentially just makes it so that the speed tier does not matter on your team.
Click protect.
It really
click
doesn't.
swords
But
dance.
also-
Sweep.
but also the thing is that kind of sucks about this is that if your opponent preps well, they are going to probably hazard phase you with roar and like set up like hazards because your removal being cryogonal.
Mm-hmm.
And just cryogonal.
You
Like
literally
cryogonal is
just
solid.
got on me for saying that Cryogonal is the only
You
rapid
you
spinner is
cut it you
phased.
Okay,
cut you cut us
okay,
off. You
but
cut us off.
cryogonal is a spinner that's weak to rock. And yeah, heavy duty boots, but then it doesn't have like leftovers or something else that would also greatly benefit it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Because
it's also like
if you're tearing into a fairy type, do you really want heavy duty boots?
yeah, and it's like at the same time too, like cryogonal, while it's solid, like it would benefit if you had a second spinner, so then you didn't have to always run cryogonal with spin, you know? Like it
Mm-hmm.
would be nice if something else had rapid spin on this team. Like if maybe Dunsparce, if it could get like a different maybe
They
rapid
should give
spinner.
Goldango defog.
No. All right, we're moving on.
Imagine if Golden Go got defog, but it got blocked by its own good as gold ability, so it didn't even work.
Dude, that's like cryogonal getting attracked.
All right.
Oh my
Forza's
god.
team
Alright, we're
now.
back on to Nat Dex. Alright.
I have not looked at a single one of these teams aside
I
from
haven't
Nate, and that
either.
is it.
I looked at
Oh, and actually, I did look at Legion's team
palm
because I helped
trees.
him.
I looked at Palm Tree's team, and then I don't remember Legion's team at all. It'll be like a Christmas surprise
No,
because I'm
no,
crossfaded.
it's like
Anyways,
the exact same.
um,
You know
let's
Legion's
get
team.
on. Let's get on with the. Whoa! Look, we got a Sun team in this business.
Wow, we have a Sun team!
Uh,
Hooray!
A
Sun
Sun
team and
team.
Nat Dex. Who could have thunk it?
A Sun team backed by fucking Mega B Drill.
Oh yeah, dude. Okay, joking aside though, this team is fucking nuts. I love Heliolisk. I think it is fucking insane that he went to Heliolisk pick 2, but I fuck with it
I
so
love it.
heavy.
It is
I
so
it might
cool.
he might have like it might have just been free agency or something, and that's why I got reordered. But if he picked Heliolisk
Well, also
second,
keep in mind he's first pick, so
that's
he did
legendary.
Torkoal into Heliolisk or Heliolisk into
Let me
Torkoal. So
Okay, but
let me check this
also
real quick. Actually, I can fact check us here real quick.
mhm.
Time to
What bro
scroll,
went Blaze in like the
scrolling.
okay,
last
okay, but
round.
also think about it like this. If you have wheel pick and you're like, "Ooh, it's time for me to get my my Torkoal," would you not just get Raging Bolt if you were wheel pick? I mean, like realistically, I'm not saying that Heliolisk is a bad Pokemon because I just said how much I love it.
Is
But
there
also
a
Raging Bolt is right there. Hold on, how many points is Raging Bolt?
where's the
Oh wait, did
oh
somebody
here it
hold on? Did
is.
somebody pick it round 1?
I'm looking to see
I
if
I
Raging Bolt went
I don't think.
drafted. Wait, how low is Raging Bolt? 16?
Oh wait, no, Raging Bolt went round 3. No, that could have happened. But anyways, I think
Yeah.
it's Beast Mode that it went round 2.
No,
I
fuck
love the Terra
Raging
Meteor.
Bolt. Give me Heliolisk, man. It's so
I
real.
think Terra
Oh
Meteor is
no,
insane.
it didn't go round 2. He picked it up in free agency.
Aw.
Forza, I hate you.
He
We're
dropped
moving on.
You ruined my.
He dropped Heatran and Scovillain for Heliolisk and Blacephalon.
Mhm.
I think that Blacephalon and Sun is insane, and also Terracap Shiftry.
Mind
I think
blown,
I would
baby.
have done Terra. I think I probably would have done Terra Grass over Terra Dark, to be honest. I think
Um,
Shiftry gets Solar Blade, doesn't it?
It does get Solar Blade, yeah.
yeah, also
I
you
think that
actually
Terra
have
Grass
like a
Solar Blade
you aren't like
with
overly weak
Chlorophyll.
to the stuff that Dark is like resistant to, so like and you have I mean I guess you don't really have things to hit Dark that well, but like
Mhm.
I don't know. I still think that Terra Grass would be good.
And
Yeah.
say they like say you're using Solar Blade and they switch into a Rain setter. Guess what? Solar Blade doesn't get its power lowered by rain like Solar Beam does.
It
So that's
does.
still a one.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it does.
Huh.
Um, so Solar Blade is hitting that Pelipper or one-shotting that Politoed the next turn,
Yeah, I was about to say I'm
unless
like
they're
Politoed ain't taking that shit.
or
Yeah,
like
nah.
it's still like an insanely strong move
Speaking
because
of, we have two rain teams in this draft with Politoed and Pelipper. So,
oh
True.
yeah, let's get on with
Victory
the
stars.
next
Yeah,
team.
let's move. We're kind of
Shout out
it's 2 a.m.
Victory Stars.
All right.
Oh shit, yeah.
Actually, it is 1:40 in the morning.
All right. Well, this is a Gliscor team, so I don't really care.
Nah, dude, Victory Stars is the goat.
This is
This
a
team
great
is
team.
cracked.
This is a good team. I
Primarina,
like it.
Hydreigon. Can we rewind the tape where Vinny was like, "Wow, this team is like actually really awesome."
Oh wait, no, we did talk about this team for a while. Wait, oh my God, Terra Stellar Lurantis. We went full circle.
Yep, we did. We so
Is
did.
Lurantis in Gen 9?
We finished the story. I don't think so.
I don't think it is, no.
Dude, that means it doesn't get Terra Blast. That's so upsetting.
Wait, we need to
Wait,
check this. We need to
No,
check
it
this.
does. Lurantis finished the story.
wait, does it get Trailblaze? Does it get Trailblaze?
Yes.
Dude, this Pokemon's actually real. That's an actually real Pokemon. Wait,
No,
no, because it's
Yeah,
contrary.
contrary. Contrary. That is so funny.
Does it get anything
Oh,
to
man.
lower its? Oh wait, well it gets superpower and like Terra Blast, and it gets. Does it have anything to like lower its speed? Are we cooking with like?
Wait a minute. I should have known this is what it was in Gen 9. I watched the Ellie Sucks video and she
Hold
played
on.
against Lurantis. She played against Lurantis. Never
Scary
mind.
face into Magic Bounce. We're cooking.
Oh yeah, you know, I'll make sure to rig the lottery for this guy.
Write that
Yep.
down. Write that down
Nah,
for when you go up
I was
against the
gonna
Magic Bounce Pokemon.
I was gonna say Mirror Herb, but that's not how contrary works. Never mind.
Mirror Herb is crazy.
That is so cool.
That
All
would be
right.
so funny.
Um,
But
First
yeah,
two
alright.
rain
I love this
teams.
team. I love it. It's great. I love it.
What's
I
up,
think
Rain Team number 1?
Mega
Um,
Swampert Arch makes sense. This is fair.
what did Zapdos go round 1 or something? Why is Galarian Zapdos here?
They were
That's a
like,
little
all
that's a
I need
little
is
weird.
Jolteon. I don't.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I think going Zapdos was definitely a better option than Galarian Zapdos
Yeah, no,
personally, but
Zapdos literally went round 4. I would have done Zapdos in the blink of an eye. That's
Mhm.
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, but I
Uh,
mean I do like Galarian Zapdos. He is a funny guy, but
big
I do think
funnies.
that would have been a bit better.
Mhm.
I'm personally someone who likes to separate my water from my ground type a little bit. As with like Mega Swampert,
Well,
I think going like Barraskewda and a different ground type could have worked a little bit better.
I'm a big
But
fan
maybe that's just
of
me.
double. Like, if you're on a rain team, you can do double water, double ground with Mega Swampert. So, like, Pelipper, Mega
Mhm.
Swampert, and then, like, another ground type, I think would have worked very well.
Yeah. Or hell, even going like Mega Swampert into like Kingdra or something to have like two Swift Swimmers. I
Mhm.
think that would have been valid. And then like that way you have one that's a special attacker, one that's a physical attacker, or even like a low tier like Ludicolo even like wouldn't be
I
the worst
love
thing in the
Well,
world.
someone
Ludicolo.
else grabbed Ludicolo, so
What's the
keep in mind that
Terra?
they were also competing with another rain team.
True.
Do
Back to
is
back
the
rain teams.
Terra Cap thing 9 points or lower in Nat Dex too?
Yeah, it's the same
Yeah,
thing.
it's the same
Okay, I
rules.
was gonna say if it's 10 low key, I think Florges would have been kind of crazy here.
Oh yeah, it
Mm.
100% would have. I think that's why we bumped it up. That's why it is at 10 points, is so it can't Terra.
Man, I'm
Ugh.
so sad Low Kicks is at exactly 10.
Oh.
Alright,
Dude,
anyway.
Terra low kicks is disgusting.
Second
Anyways,
rain
let's rain
team.
team number 2. I
Uh,
think that Shifu Lele or Shifu Single Strike and Tapu Lele, that I think that is awful synergy. That's big counter synergy right here. I think that Sucker Punch is like the number 1 thing. You know,
yeah.
not number 1. Like number 2 thing that I would want on my Urshifu Single Strike.
I think that
Coming
Lele
from
is
the
a great
Shifu single
Pokemon, but
guy,
like, if you were Urshifu Rapid, like,
I think that
okay.
this would be insane if you were Urshifu Rapid. I
Mhm.
but I think that Urshifu Single Strike, even if there's Psychic Terrain up, I think that also benefits it because that means that it can't be hit by priority moves and it can run like Choice Scarf and just fucking murder shit.
No Mach Punch. Big sad.
No, I was gonna
Dracovish is on this team. Is Fish's Ren's legal, right?
yeah, Fisher's Round's legal, dude. Dracovish
Yeah.
is
We're good.
I love Dracovish, but it is such a brain dead Pokemon, but in like the best way. I think
Yeah.
Dracovish is so funny.
No, I love Dracovish. I think that like Terra
I am
Floatzel. This is the second time I've seen Terra Floatzel today, but it's very good.
Terrafloatzel kills, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this team has um I think that this team just here's Ludicolo. Here's the
Yeah, there's the
Ludicolo we were just
Ludicolo
talking
we
about.
were looking for.
I think that this team relies too heavily on rain, I think. You have how many water types? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. More than half of your team is water type.
Dude, oh my
And
god. Your
given
Iron
water.
Bundle matchup. Your
Oh my god,
Iron
wait. Who
your,
has Iron Bundle?
Caps Lock.
Yikes. Anyways, I think that this team, at least your water types, excluding freeze dry, have somewhat different resistances, but I think that this team
Oh, do they? They have 2 water dragons.
they well water grass and water dragon at least resist different
They
things.
have
And then
They have 3 pure waters. They have a water grass. They have 2 water dragons.
Okay.
I'm just a little overwhelmed here. There's just a little bit, dude. I'm sorry. This is a 6.5 out of 10. Or wait, no, 6.3 out of 10.
We have not been
I'm
What
just
winning
was
these
getting
it?
teams this
flooded right
entire
now.
time.
Too
I'm
much
just
water.
flooded
I
right
forgot what
now.
the IG. I messed it up. I fumbled the bag. I don't remember. I was trying to do the IGN ORAS rating thing.
Can we talk about how that's
Yeah.
actually like a genuine like criticism of the game and people were just yelling for no reason?
I mean, like, I
I
get it,
think
but at the
there
same
was
time,
too much water. I'm not going to front.
I agree, but at the same time, I also feel like it's the fact that there was a lot of water and there just wasn't that much like
There was nothing
variety between the
interesting in the
routes.
water. There was nothing interesting in it. Like if it
Yeah,
was the water was cool, like if it was like underwater cities and shit, like all these different rivers and stuff, like sure, that's diverse like stuff. But it's like Ocean
Okay, well,
1,
we can't
Ocean
just
2,
ignore the
Ocean
fact that
3.
Sutopolis City is badass, though. You have to dive to get
yeah.
in.
Sutopolis is great.
That's
I think
fair.
that's close enough to the underwater city you're talking about.
I
Yeah, and
guess.
I'm just also like at the same time too, like it's just like you're encountering the same Pokemon between the routes.
True,
Like
also
Mhm.
true.
it's really not it's not that big of a deal. I feel like if there was more Pokemon variety and if there was more like just variety within the water, it wouldn't be as big of an issue.
Maybe
Because like
we
having
can.
having a region with a lot of water is not that big of a deal as long as it's like unique and it's not just like all the same thing and so it doesn't get boring. But
Mhm.
yeah, that's where I come from. I feel like instead of saying, "Oh, too much water," it should be "Water too boring, add more
Yeah.
to water."
Anyway,
Had good water.
I
Anyways,
love Ash Ice Claw's team. Oh my god, this team is so
I
cool.
think that this is easily one of the best teams in the entire league. Hisuian Avalugg Terra is so goaded because you're like, wow, Hisuian Avalugg is worse than normal Avalugg, but now with Terra, it's just ice, but
It's
Good.
gooder ice.
Yeah. Plus you get access to
And
Terra
it
Ghost and Terra Fighting. Ooh, we're cooking.
Iron
Yeah.
Defense Body Press,
Hell
yikes.
yeah.
Hatterini, lethal Pokemon.
Yep.
Fizandipity, goat. Mega Banette, underrated threat.
I
Absolutely.
love
The
him.
fact that this Pokemon is 6 points is a sham. This thing should be easily like
Hmm.
9.
Also,
Yeah, I
why is
agree. I
Zygarde
agree.
only
This thing gets
17?
Prankster Cotton Guard, Prankster Destiny Bond, Prankster Will-O-Wisp, Prankster Encore, Prankster I'm gonna fucking shoot myself because this thing's so fucking annoying. This thing is insane.
yeah, not only that, but also like, bruh, that is like 165 attack and
Oh yeah,
it has a good stab move now in like fucking
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
Prankster
Like
Swords Dance
you don't
too.
even have to run offensive sets anymore. You can literally just like throw on like Poltergeist, Shadow Sneak, and two fucking
Support
like
moves
status moves like
This thing has a
Will-O-Wisp,
higher attack
Taunt.
stat than Zacian Crowned.
hey, no,
Yeah,
not
Just
too much. Not
saying.
too much on my goat. Not too much on my goat.
like Mega Banette is so fucking good, dude. I've been
Given it
wanting to
doesn't
use
have
this
Intrepid
Pokemon for
Sword.
so long. I've been wanting to use Mega Banette for so long, bro. And I am so happy that someone finally drafted this thing.
Why didn't you draft it then?
Yeah, why did you draft it? Huh? Why did
Uh
you draft
I
it?
wonder
Huh?
why. I wonder why. Maybe
Anyway,
because Game Freak loves to get rid of their fucking regional gimmicks a single like generation after they introduce them.
Caps Lock's team
Uh,
also broken. Oh my god.
I think that this team's speed tiers are fucked up.
yeah, they are fucked. They are fucked, but at the same time, this is an electric terrain team,
Oh no,
like a hard
this is
electric
a
terrain team.
this is a hold my nuts in electric terrain team. Fucking
I
Yeah,
the thing is that even with all of these Pokemon are solid enough on their own to where even if somehow electric terrain is not on the field, which
oh yeah.
I'm like Tapu Koko is such an immensely powerful electric terrain setter. It will just come in and then be like, okay, you don't know what I am yet the first time it's out. It could be bulky, it could be fucking choice specs, and then just like nuke you with Thunderbolt and you're not ready for it. Like Tapu Koko is such a scary Pokemon.
And then it just U-turns
hmm
And
out.
okay,
Does
yeah, and then when
nothing.
it U-turns out, you don't know anything because it always has U-turn. It doesn't fucking matter.
yeah,
But yeah, no.
exactly.
Like the
And it's
thing
just like
is,
this is like electric terrain. Like this is like such a hard. This is like strap your nipples to a car battery kind of level of electric power right here, brother.
the thing is
Like
like
this shit is
Coco
strong.
Coco into bundle like does have answers, but all those answers get shit on by Iron Boulder. So
Yeah, and Iron Treads is just like such a solid like support, like electric
I
terrain
just
mon. It's just
I'm
so
just
good.
looking at this team and being like, wow, they really let him get away with this, huh? They really let this happen.
no one saw Coco and was like, I'm making a bundle team.
Yeah, and it's just like everything that's not electric terrain, I think is kind of mid. But at the same time,
I'm a
like
big Dachshund
the
defender.
Terra Regis, like the Terramons are solid. Like honestly, maybe I would have changed up a few things with like the non like fucking electric terrain mons. I may have changed it a little bit up with that, but you can't deny it. The electric terrain goes hard with this one, bro.
Mhm.
Hmm. And the
Uh,
thing is
sorry.
that it sucks that Regice doesn't have freeze dry, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because he has Iron Bundle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So can we talk about how Dragapult went to like fucking 7 pick or something?
I mean, it's not Paldex. Like, there
Like
are better Pokemon.
yeah, but it's still Dragapult, dude. It is still Dragapult, man. Like
I
I'm not saying that this mon is like the single best mon in Paldex, but our Chaladon went before Dragapult did, bro.
That is crazy. But like, I think that Dragapult like going pick one round one makes sense in Paldex, but like in Nat Dex, I think it does like lose some of it because there's just more answers that aren't in Paldea. But like still,
Hmm.
Dragapult Mega Lopunny, are we serious?
Yeah.
I think that this team is insane.
This team is also
Like
We've
I
been
insane.
just
think
been
that
saying
I
that a lot about a lot of
Where
teams
are the
so
bad
okay,
far.
but
teams?
okay. Dragapult into Megalop is like instantly one of the most powerful offensive duos in the entire fucking game.
Hmm.
Instantly.
This is Shaq
Because
and Kobe right here.
Megalopult is just insane. And then yeah, this is literally Shaq and Kobe.
Yep.
And then you have Skarmory and Rotom Wash,
Pau Gasol.
basketball players 3 and 4. I don't know basketball.
Pau
Um
Gasol.
like and then Screamtail, those three, your defensive trio right there. Your
Yep.
actual goats. And that's not even getting to your Belly Bolt lower down. Belly Bolt is such an underrated, slept on Pokemon. This thing gets toxic. It doesn't look like it gets toxic. It does for some reason. It's a frog, I guess.
It's a
Uh,
frog.
but but this thing with Electromorphosis, Terra Fairy, Terra Water, Terra Electric to just do a shit ton of damage. This thing is nuts. This thing is like if Pincurchin was offensive and didn't set up electric terrain.
Yeah.
All right.
I like the
It's like a Pincurchin.
Final Crusader did it, baby. Spectrier. Oh my god. They
he-
also have Terra
yeah.
Rhyperior.
Also,
Not gonna
Spectrier
lie,
making it to round 8.
not gonna lie, man. I think Final Crusader kind of hit with this team.
No,
Like,
this
there's a
seems
few
good.
like
This seems good.
mixed
I
bags, but I like them. I like this team.
This team is actually very this. I think I look at this team and I'm like, this is actually pretty
Wait,
threatening.
hang on.
I'm like a little worried.
I have a massive question. Was Illumise also 1 point?
I think it might have been 2. I'm not 100% sure. I did not even look at Nat Dex, not gonna lie.
No, it's
No,
just
at one
one.
point.
They don't know. They don't know. They don't.
Yeah, I'd get Illumise instead of Volbeat, to be honest.
They don't
Like,
know.
both of them get defog. Volbeat gets, like, Tail Glow, but also, are you really setting up with
Volby
Volbeat? Be
gets
honest.
Tail Glow, and Illumise gets like all the good support moves, like Tailwind and
Yeah,
like fucking Roost,
and
and not Roost, but like fucking because they both get Roost, but no, Illumise gets
and
the
also
support moves.
isn't Volbeat's like defense stats worse than Illumise? Like, isn't Volbeat supposed to be like the offensive
Yeah,
of the
Volby
duo,
is
kind of
the
like a Muscle
offensive
Minun?
one, and Illumise is the support one. But like they're both bad, so you'd rather have the support one. Like,
Well, no, it's not. It's not even that. The
Oh,
fucking attack stats are
well, their
different.
attack sets are different,
oh,
but their
okay,
move pools
never
are
mind.
different because Volbeat doesn't
They
get like
give the
certain
they
moves.
gave the one with 47 special attack, fucking Tail Glow. Can we talk about that?
Yeah,
Can we
actually, why
speak
does
on
it
Yeah.
that?
why doesn't Illumise have Tail Glow and like Volbeat have like fucking support
Uh,
moves? That seems like it would be like make Illumise actually decent.
It doesn't.
yeah,
It doesn't matter how many billions of moves that these things get because they're always gonna suck.
Yeah, no,
yeah, they do suck, but like
Illumise gets
between
Wish
the two,
and like
Illumise is kind of just like eh. Well,
Illumise is just objectively better.
Volbeat. Yeah, I mean Volbeat is kind of eh, but Illumise is better than Volbeat.
but other
All
than
right.
your
But
one pointer, I think that like Miascarada and Spectre are a great combo. I think Mega Gardevoir is kind of slept on. Like
We have a
Arboliver's good.
certified goated team in front of us.
No, we
yeah,
don't. No,
like
we
not
don't.
gonna lie, going from like last place in like PRs last season into this
Oh
team,
wait, I
like
thought you meant the team
honestly,
next.
step the fuck.
I thought you meant the team
Oh
after this
no,
one. No, 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 no.
I
But
think
no,
that
like
this
Final
this
team.
team
Crusaders team's
stepped the
good.
fuck up. This team stepped the fuck up, and 2 amazing Terra captains in Arbalova and Rhyperior. That's insane.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and to be honest, like Quavo is kind of like the same thing with Blaziken, to where like your speed tiers, like
Don't
yeah, you
matter.
have fast Pokemon, but your Quavo is using Rapid Spin, it's using Aqua Step. It's always going to be speedy. It's fast, and
Hmm.
Mhm.
it's fucking killing the dance floor.
All
That
right,
thing is awesome.
we've got 707 next. I hate this team with every fiber of my being.
Oh
I
wow, Mega
Wah,
Heracross.
wah,
Hey,
wah.
hey, can you show me where the Mega Garchomp is?
I think Mega Garchomp went undrafted. I'm gonna kill myself. Where is it?
Oh man, that's so funny because
No, wait, Garchomp? Wait, hang on. I think I read
Kenny,
that
I just
wrong.
imagine fucking Dora the Explorer just being like, "Can we see where the Mega Garchomp is?
No! Mega Garchomp went undrafted! Also, Garchomp went
He's on the
undrafted.
draft board."
Garchomp is also on the board, so let's not hate too much.
Wow.
But anyway,
But
I also just, like, okay, yeah, Mega
I think that
Heracross
this team
memes
is
and
a little
stuff,
bit.
but
I
in
think that
general,
this
just,
team is kind of weak.
yeah,
Like
I
yeah,
all
concur.
these Pokemon are like very forced to go into defensive positions. Like your Goldango, your obviously it can be ran like physically defensive and then have nasty plot. I'm not saying it can't still be threatening offensively like that, but they're always forced into these defensive roles where like obviously you have your Clodsire, which will just be always defensive, and your Uxie will, and like your Moltres, and then your Cyclizar are all like, oh, I don't know if I should be offensive or defensive or what am I doing? But they're always going to want to be defensive because this team struggles to do big damage other than Mega Heracross and Manaphy.
mhm.
Like
And then like
that's
Golden Go
like the
can,
immediate strength.
but yeah,
Yeah,
I get
like,
what
I
you're
get what you're
saying.
saying. I agree. Oh
Yeah, it's
boy.
missing its big like 19, like 20 pointer
Hmm.
for sure.
Hmm.
Oh, this team. I can already tell this team looks like a
I
heat. This looks like
I
a
love
banger.
this team. I love this
I
team.
am screaming.
This is the team you wish you had, Vinny.
I am
Yeah,
screaming looking at this team. Oh my god. Kartana, Urshifu Rapid, Kyurem. Oh my
I'm
god.
just surprised that Cartana went to like what fucking
Although
7
I
is
will
that?
say Mega Main, terrible Pokemon.
No, no, no,
Nah,
no, no. I'm
nah,
not accepting that slander. Mega
we
Manectric
are
is a
not.
sleeper. It is a sleeper low tier mega. It is not bad at all. It gets it gets overheat. It gets T-Wave, and that decks it gets toxic. This thing is a great toxic user. You wouldn't expect it
I'd rather
to
have
be a good
Yeah,
Magneton.
toxic
I'd
user.
rather have Magneton. Not Mega
I
Ampharos. I do think it is better than Mega Ampharos. Um,
dude, this thing is an intimidate pivot. What are you talking about, brother? It's an
Rotom
intimidate
Frost
mon. It's an
contentious.
intimidate mon that just like volt switches in and out of the battle like insanely easy.
You
Clicks
run max
overheat on
HP.
steel types.
You're on max
Like
HP, speed creep, and then like leftover and special attack. You're still doing a bit of damage. You're tanking shit. You're using toxic on a couple mons. Like you're doing things with Mega Manectric. It's not like bad.
yeah. Like
I,
am I going to say that it should be higher tier? No, but it's a great like low tier electric, I feel like.
I'm just the epitome of that one Mighty Keep meme where it's just like, I don't care. I just don't see the value
I
in this
just don't
Pokemon.
care.
It does chip every now and then, and it's like it's got Intimidate, but it's not bulky enough to where I'm really like, oh my god, it's such a bulky Pokemon.
If
Like,
that team had a wish passer, then it would be pretty
but you know
good.
what it
I
does
don't think.
have? The goat.
The toad. The
Him.
toad.
Him.
Yeah.
Oh, this team. Oh, I love this team so much.
What the fuck?
Ah,
What are the rounds can
I
Crypto
do
Nick?
love
Was
this.
this
I
free
do love
agency?
this. No, this was not free agency. He picked up round one Slurpuff like the goat he is.
I
He
am
is my
shook.
goat. My goat. My
Terra
main
Fighting,
mate.
Terra Steel, Terra Fairy. I like that. What the fuck
Let
is
it be known.
Guzzlord doing?
Wait, let it be known. Let it be known for the people. Nate 5-0'd his week one opponent
They'll
with
probably
this
see
team.
that, yeah.
Like I lo- I I'm pretty sure I talked with Nate and he said he's not going to take this like insanely seriously. He's just going to have fun with it. But like this team looks so fun, brother. Like
Mm.
I love Slurpuff. Slurpuff and Swirlix unironically one of my like few favorite like fairy types. I would probably say that they're like close to my favorite fairy types in the game, to be honest. Guzzlord, he's a goofy guy. He's just a terror captain. Like I'm happy to see people make Guzzlord work. And then like the rest of the team is actually good. Like
Yeah,
I'm
the
not a
thing
big
is that after the first two meme picks, you're like, okay, this guy's fucking around. But no, he's
Slitherwing!
still got his high tiers in there. He has Lando T as Slitherwing. Wait,
yeah.
no, I thought that said 17.
Nah.
No,
Nah,
Zero
he
is
has
I'm
the
too far
17.
book.
away from my monitor. He has Zero Aura. Like he
Yeah,
has Gengar, he has Volk. Like his team is
Mm.
very threatening still, even after like the first two picks. I saw the first two picks and I was like, okay, he's memeing. But then I didn't check the draft channel for a little while, and then I
mhm.
looked at the doc and I was like, holy fuck, this team's crazy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he actually picked up some heaters. I'm not a big fan of Zera Aura. Like, I'll make it be known that I think this mon is just gonna fall flat in a lot of aspects, but it does help a lot with the speed. And like it puts in work occasionally. And I feel like he can make it work. I do like this team. As memey as it looks like a fun team. I don't think it's going to be amazing every single week, not by any means, but I think it'll be fun. And that's at the end of the day what I think he went for, and I think he's going to do that well.
Mhm.
The
Uh,
Alabama Alakazams is a very funny name. I
Yeah,
don't know
it
why,
is
it's
pretty
just
funny.
very funny.
I am.
It itches my brain.
I think that Torn T is too expensive. But also at the same time, it's a very good Pokemon, and I think that this team is absolutely petrifying.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this
I
team's
agree.
this team is scary. This team is scary. Like all of his non-terror captains are good. Maybe well, Sableye there, but like as a prankster mon, it's still fine. Like it doesn't need
Hey,
terror.
Sableye's
no,
solid,
no,
yeah.
hold
Sableye's
on, hold
solid.
on. Don't
I mean,
hate
like
on
it's
my
fine.
boy. He's
Like it's
cool.
fine. Like I said, like as a prankster mon, it's good. But like just like other than that, it's not like the best thing in the world. But regardless, and his terror captains are solid. Like Executor is kind of just a little eh. I feel like
Yeah,
this.
it's kind of without Sun, and you don't really have anything that's like dying to set up
Mhm.
Sun,
And
because also
you
like
already have your grass type in Leavanny. So it's like, do you really need it? Did you really need Executor, or could you have picked something else up? Like, really?
Mhm.
Levani, very interesting Terra types. Like, why Terra
Um,
Poison? But
well, that's simple. He doesn't have a grounded poison type.
true.
That is
Yeah,
actually a good answer.
yeah, that is a pretty good answer. That's probably also why he's Terra Poison, not Terra Poison, Terra
Um,
Ghost, as well as to be a spin blocker. Not gonna lie, yeah, I see where you're coming from
hold
now.
on.
Yeah.
Let me go to the tiers really quick, and I'm gonna look at 2-point Pokemon. I
Oh,
think
trying to
that
replace Executor, yeah.
I think that personally, like, you
Oh
could hold on. Let me look at this team again. Hold on. Wait. Nope. Discord. I
man,
think that the fact that you are I think th I think that Pikachu could go kinda crazy, low key. I think that Pikachu or like
ooh,
a
Terra Pikachu, bro.
Paracat
Hell
E-Killer
Pikachu,
yeah.
Pikachu, E-Killer
E-Killer Pikachu,
Pikachu.
or
Hell
maybe
yeah.
if you're, like,
I'm a
looking to
heavy vouch.
or
Uh,
maybe if you're looking to, like, get a poison type instead, you could do, like, Swalot or Arbok. I'm
Mhm.
not an Arbok guy, I'm more of a Swalot guy. That's a
yeah,
T-Spiker right there, now you have 2 T-Spikers on your team in Gligar and Arbok or Swalot.
Swalot.
Arbok
Mhm.
probably also has T-Spikes.
He does get
I think
T-spikes.
Swalot is just, like,
Yeah.
it's a very situationally good Pokemon.
Next up is Legion's team. We have another
Ah, what
Sun
the fuck?
team.
I'm
In the
falling
Sun
asleep as we
team.
speak, dude. What the fuck, Legion?
That's
Aren't
why I
you?
said you know what Legion's team is when you were like, "Oh, I actually don't know what Legion's team is. I haven't looked
Yeah,
at it." I'm like, "You know what it is."
yeah. I mean,
Oh,
I knew
okay.
Gouging Fire was on this team, but I forgot he was
he's
running
got
the Sun team
he's
with
got
multiple
Double
weapon
Jabbing our
types.
Dragon.
friend aside.
He's got Double Dragon with Sun and Celesteela. Mega Venus, cool. Like he's got Mousehold. I'm a big Mousehold defender, but like
Oh, I
Dude,
love Mousehold.
Carbink is your fucking fairy type? No way,
Blech,
dude.
blech.
I think
I'm
Dashbun would have gone
sorry. You
crazy. I
need
don't know if it was on the table, but like Dashbun when you have fire immunity,
True.
kind of
Yeah.
hard.
I'm just like Carbink is not a good Pokemon by like any means. It's not good. It's never good.
Budget
uh
It's
Clucky.
like
yeah, Dashbun was gone by the time he could have picked Carbink.
Okay.
yeah,
Or he
it's
did
just
pick
like
Carbink, I mean. I would even like maybe even like Terra Fairy Mousehold at that point.
yeah,
Or
like
like Leafeon.
you could have gotten rid of like Terra Fairy, not Terra. Oh my god, I can't even speak right now. You could have gotten rid of Terra Grass on Mousehold and replaced that with Fairy just fine.
Mm-hmm.
It would have even helped a little bit because it would have helped a bit with their fighting type matchup too, with
Mm-hmm.
Mousehold specifically. So it's like, eh, eh.
Terra.
I
No, the
will
thing is,
say that
Terra. No, the thing
at
is,
least
Terra
they
Grass.
have
No, I get Terra Grass though because Terra Grass is for I could tell that Legion because I
Bullet
actually think
Seed.
no, I
Yeah, I
recommended him
know.
this because it helps break bulky waters. Yeah,
Oh
no,
yeah, that's true.
Terra Grass
I
Bullet Seed breaks through a lot of shit.
I think that I think that at least they have a Legion has a pretty good way of at least taking dragon type or not dragon type move. I mean fairy type moves. I'm stupid. They
Mm-hmm.
have a good way of taking fairy type moves because gouging fire isn't weak to fairy, which is good. Celesteela resists fairy. Mega Venusaur, probably one of the best fairy resists in the entire game.
Probably, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, pre Mega Venusaur, like literally could run chlorophyll with
And
growth.
just growth and then like sludge bomb.
Yeah,
Maybe
and then
sludge
like
wave if it has sludge wave. I don't know.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then like all of a sudden, like boom, all like okay, your sun runs out, but you're still like set up. Okay, time to Mega now. Just eat any hit my opponent throws at me and still be like insanely strong.
I think that this team has a very crazy sun mode. But also, I feel like it's gone a little bit too far into the sun mode to where I feel like if there's not sun, the team's gonna be like Rain, Walking Wake's got it at least. Like
Mm-hmm.
Mega Venusaur will also be okay in Rain, but I feel like the team will just naturally struggle if a lot more if the sun isn't up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you're
Like
going to be
I feel
seeing
like the eggs are a little bit in one basket here, you know?
Yeah, you're gonna be seeing so many people spam the shit out of, like, manual snowscape just to get rid of, Legion Sun, I feel like.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then
I
that's
just
gonna make it so that people can spam Blizzard into that Venusaur and have it take 30% because it's thick, fat, and insane.
Yeah.
So I just realized
Oh,
earlier we were talking about Tapu Lele. I just realized now why he can't drop that.
Oh, he's cutting it.
Okay.
yeah, we're fine now, we're fine.
It's good.
One
Okay.
last team to
Yeah, and the
go!
last team is why you can't drop Tapu Lele.
What's up,
Because
Palm Tree? This team is crazy. Oh my
Mega
god.
Zam with no psychic terrain. Ah!
It didn't
Neither
DD
with no
not go
psychic
drafted?
terrain.
I haven't seen Ndidi. I'm pretty sure Ndidi's fine.
I am surprised that Palm Tree did not pick up Indeedee. Wow.
Also,
Especially when
I mean,
Indeedee is Terra legal, brother.
also the thing is, like, he was actually able to grab Lele before Jay did. Like, granted, he would have had to take it before Sneasler, but, like, Lele was on the table. I don't know. I would
And
have
I mean, to be
also...
yeah, and he was wheel pick, so he could've, yeah.
He could have just
He coulda
grabbed...
picked
He
up
could have grabbed
the Zam
Zamlele.
into Lele.
Then Sneasler. I don't think you need Ursaluna Blood Moon, I'm gonna be honest. Like, you already have Mega Zam, and like, yeah, sure, it gets
I
walled by
think it
steel types with Ursaluna hits, but like, those steel types are
I
also
don't know,
probably
I
gonna be
like it.
AV, and then you rather have like Sneasler break those.
I kind of like this though. No, I kind of fuck with the Ursaluna Blood Moon and the Mega Zam combo. I think you're kind of sleeping on it a little bit here.
I mean, I think
Yeah,
Because
it's
also think about it.
do
Think
fucks
about
with
it.
it.
The ground type moves that it uses are hitting a lot of Pokemon that also like and it's just it's normal ground is such a good fucking combo.
mm,
Like I said earlier, the only thing that loses to Ursaluna Blood or that like truly tanks Ursaluna Blood Moon is steel flying types.
Yeah.
And you have like the thing that kind of sucks with this is that
no fire.
you don't have a fire type. I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
it was like almost here, you know? Like this team struggles, I feel like pretty hard against like a Skarmory or a Corviknight.
To be fair, I
Yeah.
have I seen Scarman Corviknight? Have we
Did both of those go
Skarmory.
undrafted?
Skarmory?
I think Corv went
Oh wait,
undrafted.
no,
Nope,
Corv
nope.
is here. Okay, I just didn't remember
Final
them. We've been doing this
Crusader
for a while.
and yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of lost my mind.
We
But
lost the sauce.
I feel like
oh, and Stilo went drafted
that's
too.
True.
yeah, and
Yeah.
Celesteela with Wait, no, yeah, with Legion.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
feel like
Like, I
I
feel
feel
like
like
hmm.
it's very hard for this team to crack that like very specific like strong defensive cores with like good defensive steel and flying types. Like they could also kind of replicate that by having one of both and like switching in and out.
I
Like
mean
Justin's team with Torn and Mega Scizor.
we know the Indeedee calcs. Like, at the end of the day, you could have dropped Scyther and Whiscash for Terra Indeedee. Let's be honest here, guys.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, they also just have no points with Ursaluna. That's why I thought you should drop it because I'm like, you have no points with that 19 pointer sitting there. Like, I get it, but also like Sneasler breaks those steel types, which is why I
This
figured you could
team
budget fucking
instantly becomes so much better. Like it actually becomes so much better when if Indeedee gets put on the team, I think.
slap Ndidi on. I think you could like replace Ursaluna Blood Moon with like hell, even regular Ursaluna, honestly. Where is regular Ursaluna?
I'm shocked that Shadow
17.
Tag and Arena Trap are legal
Wait,
and
Ursaluna's 19?
yeah, it's
Blood
19.
Moon
No, no,
Blood
no, no,
Moon
no.
is
I mean
19.
regular. I
Base or
mean
salute Base
17.
is 17, I said.
Yeah. Like I think replacing it with regular, honestly, like that's
Yeah, I mean, you could replace it with regular and then replace Scyther with Indeedee at that point because you save 2 points, and Indeedee, I think, is 7 points. I could be wrong
yeah.
about that. It might be different from
It's
that
probably
it
a
might
little
be
bit higher.
Can't wait for
I
nobody to
don't
take.
know if
I
it's
can't wait for
higher or not,
literally not
but
a single person to take our advice. By the way.
yeah, that's 100% possible because
I think
mainly
that everybody should also take our advice with a grain of salt because two of us
Yeah.
aren't sober. And
And
also,
Yeah.
one of us,
I'm kind of a
two of us aren't
dumbass.
sober, and one of us is an idiot.
Yeah, very true. Very true there.
Listen, I just kind of
Uh,
win games. I just kind of stumble into it.
yeah, because you're the luckiest motherfucker around.
True. All right. Anyway,
Uh,
we made it to the end. How you gents feeling? We are just under 2 hours.
Holy moly!
Hooray! Uh, man, I need to take some
You
fucking
all need
vitamin
to
C. My
go. I'm about
I
throat
to
is
need to
say,
hurting.
have.
go
I
drink
need to
some
have a.
water. Go
Yeah, I
like.
need some water.
But before we
Water, some
go,
vitamin C.
I've been intermittently looking down at the chat and looking at that GIF of the fucking SpongeBob
I am
six and
so
a half
glad you've
hours
been doing that
later.
too, Kenny.
I
Me
also have been
too,
doing
bro.
that. I'm not gonna lie.
It's our
Anyway,
visual stim. It's our visual
if you
stim. Not
guys
gonna
made it
lie.
this far in the video, please subscribe at this point, guys. Come on,
If
give
you
us a
if you
like.
like listening to us yap, bro.
Also, check out
Oh
the rest of
man,
Gold Silver Forest. The playlist is down below. I'll
Yo, look at what I
see you
just
guys
sent.
in the next video. Oh god, hang on. You know
the
what?
scrungloid,
If
the
it's funny, I'll put it
scrungloid.
in the video. I'm not putting that in the
What
video.
do you no? What do you think of that guy?
He's the
No, you should put him in the
scrungloid.
video. Put him in the video.
Okay, I'll put it on
You
screen
have to
for you.
know.
All right, everyone at
You have
home,
to
here's
know.
what Kenny just said in our exclusive podcast group chat.
I
The
just wanted you to see
scrungloid.
it. I felt like you needed to see it.
All right,
Oh.
That
guys, get out of here.